Coming with concepts here that are fundamental building blocks, focusing on principles, thoughts, and beliefs. We're here to shake you up, to wake you up. Islamism. The masses is suffering with temporary mental illness of cognitive dissonance. Open up your mind. We are speaking from experience. Various perceptions while we maintain effective communication in the lines of respect. Our thoughts become connected through human cognition, which is the process of acquiring new information and understanding based on personal experience and relatable topics of discussion. We are the currency of the know, knowledge, wisdom through love, bringing peace, justice, and truth as we gain freedom. Freedom in the mind. Open up your mind. Freedom of the mind. It's divine. To be one in unity, togetherness, you and me. We become we, and we are the change that we want to see. It is our time now, so come and get ready as we bring a new wave of thinking. It's a new wave of thinking.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful piece right there.
That's our work. We did that.
Yeah, you got skills, sister. You got skills.
Yeah, well, you made the music, so.
Oh well, okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you.
You got skills.
You saying that beat is by Elia and the Elm City Digital Orchestra, and of course we use BandLab to produce everything. Yeah. Yeah. So we wasn't able to go on last week. So how was your last 2 weeks?
It's been a crazy 2 weeks. So let me say that. Today we completed our move from one location to the new location, turned in the keys and everything. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And we are happy to be where we are. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, if I just look at the steps that have been taken, it's been an elevation every single step of the way. And then to just be a witness of that, of my own journey, I have witnessed my own journey, and this has been so exciting for me. Not, the hindsight is 2020. We can be in the midst of what we see as bad times, hard times, troubled times, whatever. But when it all comes down to it, and we make it through, and we look back and we see everything we have come through, it's amazing when you're looking down to see your past and looking up to see your future. And so it's
Amen.
like you see your progression. And so I see the progression that has been made. And so this week has been trying. It has been tiring. My body has been through more than I had put my mind to think that I would go through. I've been to the point to where I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even bend my knees.
Wow.
So let me tell you what happened. We were moving all the smaller items. That was no problem. But the walk back and forth was, it's a lot of walking we were doing. I said, they must have did this to us on purpose to make sure we get in shape for 2024. So, so I made plans for the moving company to come on this past Saturday. to because this lady, I was driving Lyft, and this lady was like, "Hey, you know anyone who needs a uh living room set?" And I was like, "I need a living room set. I'm moving, you know." And so made a deal with her, and she could only do the exchange this past Saturday. So I arranged the moving company to come this past Saturday, but somehow my name got bumped off the list. The man told me in the 6 years that he's worked there, this has never happened before.
Okay.
I said it would be me to be the glitch in your system. But guess what it took? It took for me to go and find a way. I didn't quit. I didn't lay down. I didn't give up. I went and got a U-Haul truck and recruited 2 movers. The guys downstairs said, "We'll do it." I paid them, of course. And so they came. They did the job. They did the best that they could do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take anything away from them, but they did the best that they could do. And I appreciate their time, effort, and their service. And I feel like I still owe them because it was such a short notice, and it was probably more than what they thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, I still got them in my mind when I'm able to, it may be something small or little, but nonetheless, I still have them in my mind to help whenever I can.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we had to do that. You know what I'm saying? There was no rest. There was rest, of course, but what I'm saying is it's been ongoing for the past 9 days. 9 days total in picking up, putting down, walking a great distance to do this. And so my body has been through it. I was to the point to where I just was on go. There was no quitting. There was no stopping. And even when I thought I was gonna break and rest, I couldn't because the other day both of my girls were sick. And so the oldest one got sick earlier. I kept her home. And my youngest, I thought she was fine. On the way home from school, she spewed all over the car. Mind you, I work in my car. So I'm like, oh, this is the last thing I need. I mean, it's like holding me up now. It's holding me up from going out to make money. And I done spent so much of money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, everything is just like, So just this past week, I had heard this mantra. This lady, she said, say this 3 times a day and see what happens. And so the mantra is, I have all the money that I need, and I can't help but to attract more money into my life. And every time I start thinking that I don't have enough, that saying, that phrase comes to my mind, and I say it, and I feel better about my situation and my circumstances. So I don't allow my thought process to interfere with what the universe has for me. So, how has my week been? It has been trying, it has been challenging, but I feel accomplished. I feel worthy and deserving of everything that we have and everything that's to come. So I
Yes,
hope
ma'am.
that answered your question. How have you been?
Yes. Well, look, I'll go backwards to go forward. The other day, well, when I moved my mother a week ago,
Right.
and
Oh,
at the
so
end
you
of
know.
moving her, she tells me a story about one time when she started catching these headaches because she stopped drinking caffeinated coffee.
Mm.
So this week I'm working, my body gets weak. I caught these blazing headaches. They were dropping me. I thought I was going to pass out and fall down a hill as I was dragging stuff up the hill.
Right.
Then I remembered, peace, Messiah Code, Brother Lazarus. Then I remembered what my mother told me. And I realized I had been drinking decaffeinated coffee.
Yes.
So I went and got me a cup of caffeinated, and I felt like Superman again.
You mean
I said,
decaf?
say that again?
You mean decaf?
No, I had started drinking decaf, and not having the caffeine in me gave me the headaches. It made my body weak. I couldn't believe it. I said, I'm addicted to caffeine. Because I went and got one cup of caffeinated coffee, and I was back on my feet in an instant. I couldn't believe it. So I had to associate it with the things that my mother said that she went through switching from caffeinated to decaffeinated. And I had to call her up and thank her for telling me, because other than that, I'd have went to the hospital and been like, yo, I think I was bitten by one of them Lyme disease bugs. Y'all need to check me out. And I'd probably still be in the hospital, not knowing it was just caffeine that I needed inside my body, because I was drinking 5, 6 cups of coffee a day.
Right.
But now I'm drinking 1, 2 cups a day, and I'm quitting coffee because I got addicted to it. And I'm gonna do my best to never touch coffee again as I wean myself off it. The other thing I did was I replaced all the strings on my guitar, and when I did, I messed up the neck.
Oh man.
So I took them to somebody, and she said, the strings are too low. They're touching the fretboard. I learned how to fix guitars from that point on, and I fixed my acoustic and my electric guitar so I can go back to playing my guitars, because I was miserable without them. But now I can go back to playing them and deal with them. And now I even know how to fix guitars a little bit and get the strings back in order and twist inside to get the plus bar. You know, it was a learning experience about it. Right. And so, you know, that was my accomplishments for these past 2 weeks in doing that, because I didn't want to pay money to get them done, even though it was cheap. But now I feel like I have another skill.
Not that cheap, I can, affordable.
Yes.
And cost efficient, because cheap ain't no good.
Okay, it was cost efficient. Yeah, it was good prices to get them fixed, but I still didn't want to pay it. But now that I know how to fix them, I could charge people half of that and fix their guitars if they need them fixed in the proper manner and tune them up for them and everything. One of the ladies who got me this. It's so you can figure out what your keys are.
Oh, like a metro.
Not the counter for beat, but like to tell what E, A, B, what the strings are.
Oh, okay, yeah, what key you're in.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. So now I can charge people to fix their guitars now with this. That'll help me to be able to really fix it and then give it back to them as a whole piece, because I was lost without my guitar. And my third guitar was the second electric was the only one I had.
Right.
But when I go to the store and stuff, I like to walk around and play my guitar. And I didn't have my acoustic in my hand to do that. Yes, sir. I'm connected with the rhythm of life. Yes, sir. Brother Daniel is in the he's in the back, and he'll be coming on.
Shout out.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna say, all of our people, if you don't know the music theory, it is something that you should add into your life and into your children's life. It's a never-ending puzzle that you get to play with, and it's so simple that I can't believe that I let it escape me from childhood. The words do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do are so valuable. And then when you learn the scale, like we know the zodiacs, there's 12, and there's 12 of this and 12 tribes. Well, there are 12 major notes, sharp, flat, and regular notes that you use to make music with. That
I didn't
12 isn't
realize.
here by accident.
I didn't even realize that.
I was so shocked when I found out. And then it said, so I looked at, the A is the 10th note. I'm a Scorpio. October is my birthday, 10th month. So now the letter A is a part of representing me and who I am within the universe. So I'm just adding all of that to me and who I am. Yes, peace and love, Sasha.
Shout out to the sister in the room.
Fatima Mahdi, good
Fatima
evening.
Mahdi, what the
Islamism.
fuck?
It's good to see you people joining us. And we tried to send out the links. And we're not here to hog the show. We're not here as your leaders. We're here as your brothers and sisters in unity of moving us forward. So if you have something that you want to say or something, try to come on. Try to come on.
Join the conversation, because it only makes it that much more greater when we join together. We show our strength in numbers. And, we support from the background, but now it's time to come up to the front, and show that you are here to support. And so it's just a lot of love, and we have love. Y'all got love, and so let's just love.
Let's share the love.
Share the love.
So we didn't plan for a particular subject. We just said let's catch up. Let's catch up with each other.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, we bring Brother Daniel on. Let him introduce himself. And then if you have another song ready, pop your song, and then we'll let Brother Daniel go ahead and fill in some blanks about things. But allow the brother to introduce himself.
Okay, well, I don't have a song ready, but while he's doing his introduction, I can get one ready.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Greetings, people. Greetings. Yeah, we in here freestyling today. My name's Daniel. To all that don't know me, I'm a work in progress. And I just speak from my heart. I just speak from the heart, speak what I feel. And like I talked behind the scenes with the queen and the guy right here. And I was like, you know what? I don't look at myself as a leader, a teacher. I'm just an inquisitive master student. I'm just always trying to learn. But I'm not opposed to sharing knowledge and sharing information to sharpen my own, you know what I mean? Using the collective to make sure that I'm aligned perfectly, so I just don't be on no selfish projections, you know what I mean? Make sure if you lead a pack, you know what I mean? What are you doing? You know what I mean? But then there's other information and knowledge that comes out to say, oh, this is a self mission. Just work on yourself. The hell with everything else. And I understand it, but it goes against my energy. I can't stop helping. That's what I'm here to do. And I guess the only way I can help is by cutting the cords of ignorance and backwards knowledge from myself and just putting it out into the universe. Hopefully it echoes to somebody else and they kind of chime in, and then we go back and forth, and it helps us see a full view of what we're looking at. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, like I said again, I wasn't going to come out because I had an energy telling me like, nah, you need to back off. But then the other things happening during the week that says, you know what? Keep your foot on their neck. You know, keep your foot on their neck. Why? Because that's how it felt when I was in knowledge. Didn't have the knowledge, was in darkness, getting backwards information. It felt like a foot was on my neck. I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? You're in a spot where everything goes against what you feeling, like being rubbed backwards. Nah. So, you know, you got to kind of get wild, and I like to say my energy is wild and untamed and natural. So kind of trying to follow organizations and constructs, I'm kind of weary of that, because is it a trap? You know what I mean? Uh, they gonna come for it. They gonna come for me. They gonna catch me fight. Regardless, ain't no running. You know what I mean? Ain't no running. So,
I mean,
and
when
I
you
say
a
that
soldier,
because
you
it's
don't
a mental and
apologize.
spiritual battle now. Huh?
When you a soldier, you don't apologize for standing and defending your ground.
But I feel that way. But however, this is what it. I feel like the enemy is Geppetto using our people as Pinocchio because they don't want to. They don't have the gall to come touch you, but they use your people around you to irritate you, and they go through them. So it's like, hold up, this sword of fire ain't for you. But you reading the word from your mouth is seemingly like the script of my enemy, and whoever that's purely coming from, I want to chop their head off. But it can't be you. You my kin. You feel me? So it gives me this
I see that.
uneasy balling up of energy when it's usually just flowing. And so it's just making me, you know what, sit back, go radio silent, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So as a collective help me see, no, he was irritating them. Don't lose that ground. He was obviously having an effect somewhere that you're unaware of. So keep going.
Indeed.
That's a big
And,
breath, but
and that's what this collective is about. It's we got Brother Lazarus on here. We're
we.
in touch with yes, Jesse Paris. Welcome, aka Che Kuma.
Shay, shout out.
Welcome. This
Frontline Black
collective
News.
is about bringing us forward. Masculine
Right.
and feminine energies coming together to lead us forward. There is none of us are in charge of the other one. Everyone is in charge of themselves. But we are checking energy at the door. Either you're coming with positive energy or your negative energy is going to get stomped out. That's just it. So everybody gets to stand on their own, whatever spirituality. But in your spirituality, if your spirituality is not representing love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, righteousness, collectiveness, organization, then you're in the way. And I'm not shy about letting you know it. And I feel bad for you if my aunt has to let you know, and then I got to come defend her because I'm not going to hold any bars as far as defending her when she lets you know you're wrong. You should just go sit down and chill out. So this is where we're all at, bro. I feel you.
May I say something to you? I just want to say thank you because just for that, what you just said right there, you have empowered me more than you realize because I allowed a situation to remove me from my throne, as you called it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see it that way. But you put that into my mind to let me see where I was standing and where, therefore, I had a seat at the table. And I was not to be removed. And so I was feeling some kind of way. We hadn't spoken, you know what I'm saying? We don't speak all the time, and so and I think that's a good thing because it allows things to take place in its natural course. And I appreciate that. You're helping me to grow in a lot of ways. And I just want you to know, I said I was going to come on here and I was going to tell you thank you publicly for being who you are, for moving how you move, and for being the protector that you are in your position. I appreciate you. I value your presence. Thank you.
And you know that goes right back. I'm honored to be in your presence. Your value. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm lost for words, but it is what it should be, coming from a woman of the matriarch, the caring of us, and not me, all of us. It hasn't never been personal about me when you speak. It's about all of us, and all of us men being able to stand up and represent ourselves and put forth the safety for our women and our children, making sure that they have a safe space. And that's what y'all are going to get from us, from brothers like me, Brother Daniel, Brother Lazarus, Brother Cosma. Y'all going to get that.
Right.
We consider it a duty and an honor to be able to help provide that for, because we all got mothers.
Right.
And you can bury us behind our mothers. So we have no right disrespecting any other woman that's out there because she is somebody's mother. And this is the part that we are rising up to and that we're coming together on. So us being brothers, that's where in talking with Brother Daniel, nah, man, don't, get out here and put your foot on their neck, bro. Because I got them over here and putting my foot on their neck. You putting yours over there. Brother Lazarus doing it. Brother Cosmon doing it. When we sit at a table as men, then those minds have their foot on everybody's neck. And anybody who wants to go against the grain, they should say prayer.
Come on with it.
And I love the union that's being built between the brothers. We need to see more of the sisters come together. So saying that, I want to play this song because this is a song that Sister Fatima Mahdi came together with me on, and I love this song. I listen to it often, and so I want to play this for the room tonight. So y'all ready? Mamadi and Akshita Chosen Style.
And this love, what I had, sugar, yeah, you this love is waiting for you, yeah.
The decision is yours. The decision is yours. The decision is yours. The decision is yours. Choose wisely. Unify your sisterhood. The decision is yours. Feminine energy. Feminine. We are I hear a lot of noise, but I see little action. Look around, feminine energy. Feminine. Moving and being powerful and existing action. Don't mind the women have the ability to look ahead, give, work, now, know who you are, on this planet, engage, and we don't think in the door, teach your generation, something like we it's time for the queens together to create and form our good reputation. Next generation of we are divine. We shall be free. Fatima D and Akshita B. Poetry, frequency flow, feminine energy coming through.
The decision is yours. Share. Sweet. Akshita Veda.
Patriarch got boots on the ground.
Fatima Madi.
Hello.
I love that.
Another
That was
great
hard.
production.
That was
And
hard.
so let me say this to everybody. Matriarch LLC in YouTube. Please go in, like and subscribe. And also please like and subscribe here. It'll help our algorithms and all that good stuff. And help us all build. But please go in and like the Side Stars page. And then you can listen to her music and pull out different things inside of our home. This is the type of music we want to play every day as opposed to what the industry has given us for music. Because they've given us death on every level. And the only people who could stop it is us. Yes, sir, through divine energy. And that comes from us. We must exert it ourselves and we must put it together ourselves. No one's going to give it to us. Okay, so Sister Fatima would like to come on.
Yes, for all, let her please come on. I would love to hear her speak.
And Sister Sasha asked, are we still going to do the reading that we had planned on doing last week?
We should. I'm moving, so I don't even know where my stuff is. You ready?
As soon as she asked me, I pulled them out and started shuffling.
I think I can pull mine real quick. And yes, Brother Che, that was me and Sister Fatima Mahdi. She was on the vocals and I was on the lyrics.
Okay, and so Brother Daniel,
Yeah.
look forward to hearing your lyrics, bro. You got a message inside of you to save the young men out here and to show the Side Stars love that they're not getting from no place else. There's a message inside of you of safety and warmth. And you just need to put it on some track and put it out here to be heard, man.
For real.
Right.
I told him earlier today he had been on my mind with that music thing. And I was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Let me hear what you got. And he gave me a little something, and I was like, what's wrong with that? And he was like,
That was old. That was old, though. I got some new. I'm always in it, so I got some new. But if you send me some beats, brother, send me some hot beats.
New to us.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, new to us, new to our energy, new to the vibe inside of us. So that's why you can't hold it back, man. We all got these grades up here. Let your magic out. Even I know the industry held us back in some ways, but now the industry doesn't have any control over us in what we do. We got too much technology at our hands to let them strap us now. When we could email each other, like you said, send you a beat. Are you on BandLab?
I'm on none of that. It's all up here.
No, but if you get on BandLab, it'll be easier to share the music with you.
All right. But I'm doing, like I said, I told either you or the goddess earlier, I got 2 laptops back here, but, I got to get the little portable Wi-Fi because I use my phone for too many things. So I would just, use that computer laptop for that. Then send it out like that because I'm not going to try to even overcomplicate my phone. It's already full of other stuff.
Yes, sir. But that'll work. As long as you got access to BandLab, when you get it next to a Wi-Fi, you can plug it up, check out a few of the tunes that you hear. Even if we're putting together like backgrounds and hooks on top of music that we're doing, then you just fill in right then and there. You just fill it in.
Got you. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm open
sir.
for that. I'm open. I'll send you my email.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. No more gatekeepers. That's right. There's no need for none. We are the gatekeepers of our world.
To the real, to what's real, the change, what's new, anew.
Yes, ma'am.
A
Yes,
new
ma'am.
wave of thinking.
So we don't want to scare people, but just so everybody understands, when we say spirituality, our spirituality goes way back beyond religions. It goes back to alchemy. It goes back to you are the universe and the universe is in you. As above, so below. The stars, the moons, the sun, all the water, the earth, we are part of all of that. And we are connecting back with our ancestors. Some of our secrets were hidden in things like the zodiac, tarot cards, numbers, birth names, and all that. All of that stuff matters to us, but it was stripped away from us, and we ran or we didn't know about it, so we didn't utilize it. So nowadays we're utilizing them. So we don't want to scare anybody, but this collective energy tonight, we're going to do a little reading off it. And, see where the cards fall with us. Please don't take it to heart like, oh my God, they picked the death card. Things are going to be bad. Death is like the United States itself is dying. So now there's a rebirth.
The corporation.
The corporation is dying. The rebirth, that death has a rebirth, and it's us. We are now going to take the place when that death comes. We now take the place as the existing matter, controllers of our life. So there's always a yin and a yang to everything. Everything. Yes, sir. As above, so below. So see, we're hitting on the subject and we all agree. We just have to learn how to move together on a daily with it. Because I'm quite sure, brother Lazarus, I'm quite sure he has some lyrics too that he can put out there on track.
He be on point. Can I tell
look
you
what he did. Look what he did.
Can I tell you something about Brother Lazarus?
Yes, ma'am.
This brother right here was one of the first to receive me without approaching me in a manner that was inappropriate. He not only became my brother, he also led me to sisters who he could get out the way, and they came into place to do what was needed at the time. And I have to give honor to Sister Carla Henry, who is no longer with us. And she led such a quiet life. Nobody even knew she had passed away. I was looking for her.
Oh, bless him.
And I had to call him and share that information with him. And we were both kind of mind blown at the same time that took place. But Lazarus has been a cornerstone for me along the way, and I would never take that away from him. We have our ups and downs just like brothers and sisters do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a true testament to our siblingship. And so we I just want to give honor to him on here because I don't do it enough. I'm usually on his platform and he's giving me praise and love, and shout out as the general. And so
be we.
I salute you, brother. I salute you, brother. I salute you, man. That's what it takes out here.
That's Lamel's slogan. Me, we.
Yep, me, we. Cool.
Yep.
Yep. He made me believe because he's so passionate and dedicated.
Ask him, we still gonna do them pyramids, and we gonna find them pyramids in Alabama.
Oh yeah.
And they there.
Oh yeah. And I'm of the concept that we could rebuild the pyramids. We just need to connect ourselves back to our ancestors. We could build it. We could build a pyramid. They can't build them, but we can.
Again.
Right. They called us mound builders. Oh, Sister Sasha Bates say she
Lazarus.
And he knew her before she became Sasha.
Sasha, okay.
That's what's up.
So see, a full circle.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
beautiful.
bro helped me see those codes, like with the numbers and the symbols. I got on him a long time ago too with the symbols, and just open a whole nother chapter. So he hard with that.
Yeah, it was the complete elevation from where I had been coming from with mental magic. And if it had not been for mental magic, I would have never understood the Messiah code. So I don't even understand. I'm now finna throw something in there. Why or do you talk to Frank Burrell? Do you even, confer with him, with that brother? Because what mental magic got going on is it's like a overall, it's like an introductory program into the reprogramming, the deprogramming and the reprogramming. And then the Messiah code is an elevation into understanding who you are as a member of the body, as we remember who we are. So we're remembering ourselves as members of the body and our position, and what our mission and assignment is entails where you are positioned in the body. So everything has a meaning. Everything leads to more understanding of self. And so that's why I continue to rock with the Messiah code and mental magic. All differences aside, that respect will never be lost because I know where I came from.
And that's how you know when you're going.
That's right. I just sent it. Let me see something. I'm gonna try it again, Sister Fatima.
See,
that brother interesting.
I'm gonna send it to myself. Let's see.
So how many cards do we want to pick this evening?
9.
Say that again.
9 on the
9
day.
9. Okay. So Sci Star, you may pick your card first, or you could pick the first 3. I'll get the next 3, and you pick the last 3.
Okay.
And we gotta say if they're straight up or upside down when you turn it over, because it has different interpretations. And I will keep a note of what came up tonight.
Good, because I don't even know where my notebooks are. I was looking for a notebook. I was like, I know I'm gonna have to write something down tonight, and I can't find not one notebook. I don't know where nothing at right now.
Sci-Star Sasha, you ready? We're gonna do this, Sasha. You ready?
Ready.
Sis, check your email now.
So today is May 9th.
Look at Lazarus.
Oh, damn, look at that. And then look at my ticket.
And look, 9. Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that's divine purpose.
I'm GD 9. That's when my granddaddy dropped me.
Even in the date, there are numbers that mean something when we add them up and reduce them. At this time, it is 10:45.
I was about to say it's 8:45 for me right now. Infinite
So
nine.
that 9 came up again. We're gonna pick 9 cards. So all this works together.
Oh my
So,
God.
And we on 45
Look here.
minutes.
You're not gonna believe this.
We
I'm
on
sitting here
45
and
minutes.
my cards are falling out. Oh, I know. My cards are
so
falling
what's our
out, and it's
first?
the same cards. It's the same cards that I sent to you 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Well, this one is new, but the Lord of Earned Success, 6 of Swords, and
6 of
Princess
Swords.
of Swords.
Is it upside down or straight up?
Nine.
Upright.
And what's the other one?
Princess of Swords. Princess of the Rushing Winds. I just let them fall out as they come. Or they might turn around, on me. They'll turn the opposite way of the rest of the cards, and it may be one card that does it, and that's the card that's talking to me.
Okay, and what's your third card?
I'm still. Ooh, it just fell out.
Okay, so at 10:45, our idea has been born. So we can do a birth chart for 5/9/2024 at 10:45. A child was born. All of us together are producing a child right now that's being born, an idea into the world.
Yes.
And we are building the characteristic of that child as we are doing this.
And my fifth card.
Oh wait, I didn't get your fifth card.
I mean, my third card.
Okay.
Is 5 of Wands. We talking about 5 of us, and then the 5 of Wands come out, but it's turned upside down.
Hey, baby.
Lord of Strife. And I see that as all the end of bad times, all the strife that has been happening, and the struggles is going away to come into earned success for the work that's been put in. And the Princess of the Rushing Winds. I am Aquarius.
Okay, that's the 5 of Wands.
5 of Wands is the Lord of Strife.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 3. The Chariot. And I got it upside down.
Hold on, scoot it over, brother. Let me see the picture. Okay, upside down, yeah.
I gotta write that down. I got 2 more. The next one is I don't know why I always get a 7 of Cups upside down. And my last one, the 10 of Pentacles upside down. We got 10 of Pentacles. Okay, let's get the last 3, Side Star.
Okay. This is fun.
A love child has been born.
Indeed.
And we gotta
and it
take
needs
care of that baby.
nurturing.
Flip love is evolved.
Yes, sir. The thought is the child. Yes, sir.
Spiral, spiritual. You can't stop.
Princess of Pentacles.
Straight up.
It's a straight up.
Okay.
Mm.
And we got two more.
Fortitude. Straight up.
Fortitude.
Mm.
You definitely have a different type of deck than me.
This is the esoteric deck.
Okay.
There's a lot to this esoteric deck. You can't I read the pictures because there'd be so much in the pictures, and then this fortitude got the lion. It's Leo, and it's got the shield, the like the lion as a shield.
Daniel, that's us.
Yep.
Mom,
So it's the protection of the princess,
always.
the fortitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Ace of Pentacles, Lord of the root of the powers of earth.
Ain't in trouble.
That's deep. Straight up. Straight up or
Straight
upside
up.
down? Straight up.
An extra one fell out.
Okay, then.
The chariot came out upside down.
Oh, the chariot.
Didn't you just drop a chariot too, brother?
The chariot was the fourth card from me.
And there was a fourth card from me.
And it was upside down.
Yes.
Whoa, that chariot is deep tonight. So we're gonna do a little bit of the reading. I gotta set that up. But Sister Fatima is in the back.
Yes, she is.
Let's bring her on so she can introduce herself.
Greetings.
Love and light. Peace.
Greetings, goddess.
Greetings. Shalom. Salam.
Shalom.
Someone says peace.
How you doing tonight?
I'm gravy. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm beautiful. You know, how are you?
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm grateful. Akshita always sends me links, and I try every time she sends me a link because it's always informative. Um, it's always beautiful. I'm really more grateful that I'm seeing more people um researching their roots and trying to eradicate all of the fear. This is something that I've waited for since I was a child. I grew up with my parents, the conversations that I would hear with my parents and their friends, or the conversations that I finally can have with other adults instead of it being a challenge with my own people. My own people would, especially women, would knock me down for the grade of my hair or the color of my skin or because of my diet. So it's a beautiful thing for me that I can hear people reaching my people, the people that look like me, the people with the melanin like me, that have that nine ether, that has that Messiah code embedded in their DNA, try to reach for it. It's a beautiful thing for me.
And it's beautiful being a part of it with you, Fly Star. We've all been searching for the same thing in different ways. And now we see it maturing and being. And we have to take advantage of that. We cannot let it go.
It's always I don't remember the brother's name that was talking earlier when he was talking about the people, he getting it out, and it's his own people that he have to battle, and the fear that brings. I wanted to say to him and to anyone, to myself first, keep going. No matter what they say, they wrong. Keep going.
You tell my brother Daniel here.
I think so. He was talking about, is how refreshing it is, but also, we deal with yin and yang. We deal with polarity at all times. And every level that you get on, you're gonna meet a new devil.
Facts.
And the best devil is yourself and whoever that self is. But sometimes you gotta give them a little devil so they can get to God.
Mm,
Amen.
dang, that's deep. Answer ye shall receive. You want this stress trouble? You got it.
You got it. You give them the heat with love, though. That's the thing that the devil is loving that lower vibration. They really is operating on fear. Fear is love. So you give them that dirty devil with love energy, and ain't nothing they can do with it but accept it and submit it. Everybody don't understand esoteric knowledge, but they understand how to love theyself. Nobody never told that sister she looked good without her weave.
Right.
Nobody ever told that brother it's okay to not have a job right now.
Mm,
Right.
Everybody don't want to talk about Bible scriptures, Quran scriptures, what you found in Egypt.
Say that.
Everybody can't relate there. They don't even know how to simply love their reflection. And their reflection is me and you.
Say that. That right there, what you saying is so real. And that's where we get lost and trying to look outside of ourselves rather than going inside of ourselves to find the beauty that's within.
Yeah,
can
absolutely,
I say?
sis. So
Can I
I'm
say this?
grateful for you, sis.
I'm grateful for you as well. I love you.
I love you.
Can I add this real quick? It
Sure.
kind of come to my mind after hearing you speak. Two things. The first thing that I know that I keep regrounding myself with is love conquers all. So who am I? I'm not gonna go against the grain. I'm going with it. But with
Mhm.
that idea in my mind, I came on. Like I write music, or music is just in me, or rhyming. And I came to the conclusion after being frustrated dealing with a situation, and a thought came to my head. There's no such thing as a hater for real.
Yeah,
A hater is really an undercover lover,
right.
but they lost transmission and communicate with you because you were too busy. So they're like a needy child. You have to know me, study me, see my rhythm and prediction of my energy. But then when it didn't come to you as you thought, then you turned all of those good things you really liked about me and tried to spew
This is
negative.
you're the brother that was speaking earlier, correct?
Correct.
So okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll wait.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I was getting this thought off of what you said. So you brought it back to mind. So
Yeah,
continue.
you sparked something else that you said, because it was a lot of things that you said that I really understand. And then also you're talking about love is never in existence. Everything operates on love. The
Right.
trees, the birds, everything is love, right? It's
Right.
just different vibrations of it. But
Right.
what you were speaking of earlier, like to me, um our people, you were talking about all of the masks and all of the layers of trauma that we as melanated people has faced, like even the code switching. We got to go to work, talk a certain way to get comfortable around our people, to talk a certain way. And not saying that I have to change the tone of my voice, but the verbiage, the words that I use. If I work in a professional setting, I can't be like, what up though?
Right.
And that's
You can.
comfortable to me.
Yeah, you
I
can, but it
can,
upsets
I
them.
can. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all
I
of these
understand.
levels. all of these levels that a machine that we're going to call a machine, but we're talking about a people that has created to keep us at a low level. But our people in a massive way is scared to come out of that. Mainly because they're pushing images of a fake Martin Luther King, a fake Harriet Tubman, a fake Malcolm X, and all those people got chopped up and shot down by them. All of these videos, our brothers, big, tall, big old brothers, getting choked up by selling cigarettes, probably trying to feed his family. Boys with hoodies getting shot down. So our people
Traumatized.
are traumatized on many levels. Even in the way we want to look now, the white women want to look like us. They want to BBL. That's not a Brazilian butt lip. That's African. You want my lips. You want all of these things. And now our women want to, and some of them just gave up with the bonnets all day, honey. This is the language that I speak to them because this is, what are you doing? Why don't you love yourself?
Where'd she go?
I don't know what happened.
Her energy went too high because she was talking from the soul.
Guess so. She was going in. I don't know what happened.
Or
just then.
a
Brother
call
Bill,
probably
y'all
came
call
through.
went off. Okay, so look, this is what I'm finna do. When everything come back online here, I'm gonna play this real quick.
All right. Encore.
In a total recall.
Daughters of the matriarch.
Total recall of the matriarch.
I said daughters of the matriarch.
Total recall.
I call out to you to wake up, to open your eye, to remember who you are, to remember who we are. As we come together and we remember, we shall help each other remember as we move forward and raise the Ethiopian empire. And remember that it is the matriarch, the mothers, the grandmothers, and the great-grandmothers who stood the test of time for family.
It is
the backbones of the family.
Total recall.
Let there be no mistake.
No mistaken.
We are here. We never left.
We didn't leave.
We only forgot.
We just forgot.
Now it is time we remember.
Remember who
Daughters
you are.
of the matriarch, rise. Rise, moms. The time is now.
Total recall.
Return of the matriarch.
Return of the matriarch is who we are.
Got me messed up. What you talking about? Hold on. What? Say that again.
Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Don't nobody like to not be understood. Misunderstood. People get to acting funny with you. When people don't understand you, they will have a misguided version of you, the wrong impression of you. Misunderstanding is the gateway to misguiding you, misjudging you. They can't hear you, they got you misconstrued and misread, misunderstood. Is it that you're not clear or well spoken, or is it their lack of patience and how they measure you and the volume of your words? The volume is the value. Value is the worth. If you just take the time to give a minute of time, understood. But it's only worth it if you share the same levels of understanding. Misunderstood. When we don't make things clear and precise. We run the risk of being misunderstood. So have a game plan. So when we understand, understand, and understand, misunderstood, it's then we can make demands as we stand, united and organized, as we, the people, misunderstood, with more clarity, knowing why we stand. It's the right season, for the right reason, to build the foundations of trust, for freedom, justice, and total independence for us all. Misunderstood. Think before you speak. Listen to what you said and how you said it. Be specific about your intended outcomes. Misunderstood. Curious and ask questions. That way you can know more. The more you know, the more you show. The more you show, the more you grow. The more you grow, changes. Just don't give it. Changes come with growth and development. Don't be misunderstood. Be clear and precise. They can't hear you. They got you misconstrued and misread. Misunderstood. Make it clear. Misunderstood. Misunderstood. What are your intentions when you speak? You gotta make sure they hear you. Just understand you. Misunderstood. Don't give them a misguided version of you. Misunderstood. The wrong impression of you. Misunderstanding is the gateway to misjudging you. Misunderstood. Think before you speak, and mind how you say what you say. Misunderstood. Misunderstood.
Islamism. We can all say we felt that. We can all say we felt misunderstood.
Right.
And we wasn't dealing with the same level of energy that we on. That's why we was misunderstood.
Right.
It's an overstanding, understanding.
I like to say, the stars in the sky have already been placed into constellations. And so it's for us to recognize who we are in the stars so we can build those constellations on ground. And that's the whole point and purpose of boots on ground. Because if you got boots on ground, you recognizing who you are as a star and that you have a purpose to build a constellation in the unity and the grouping of other stars. And so if you've been wrapped around in different around people you're not supposed to be around, of course everything's gonna fall apart because that's not your star system.
Indeed.
You don't know your star system, you're gonna be lost looking for where you're supposed to be, and it's not gonna fit until it fits.
Right. Growing pains.
Right, like Drusilla with the shoe, Cinderella's stepsister, tried to fit her big foot into the shoe because she wanted to marry the prince, but the prince wasn't looking for her.
Indeed.
So you have to be the right fit for the situation, and if you're not, it's gonna be known, and you're gonna be pushed out of the way. So that spot can remain open and available for the right one to come into place. And you're not going to know you're the right one if you're not searching for yourself. I put a mirror up here by the door, and I said this mirror, when we walk out, this will be the mirror where we can check ourselves. And I was like, that's the check myself mirror. Like, check yourself. Make sure you are leaving with the right attitude. Make sure you are, you know what I'm saying, presentable. Check yourself before you wreck yourself is what I told my daughter. And I said, that's a song, And so,
real quick, that's the end of my slogan too, Akshita. GD 919, check your zip code, because that's where I got that from. My granddaddy dropped me, and my father told me, "I'll kill you before I let these streets of these gangs and police kill you. I didn't put you here for that."
That
So
right.
I had to retransmute that energy because it was already there, trying to expand, but I still had to listen to him. So my granddaddy, okay, you put us right here. You went to the war, and this is the house you bought, and this is the house my granny loved me in it. You feel me? And then I looked at it like, wait, whether you blood, crip, essay, all mamas are getting the same bills in the mail, and on them bills, they gonna have 90019. Why you think this street we still in the same zip code? So if we all start and just check our zip code, and everybody checks their zip code, it'll be top to bottom, coast to coast, and I ain't gotta worry about what they doing over there. They ain't gotta. You just check what's around you in your community. So check
Right.
yourself. I like that because that already hit me, but you put it differently, make it more personal. Check yourself with the mirror
Fact.
or you walk out.
You can't check nobody else if you ain't checked yourself.
Come on
What
with
Amen.
you
it.
look like? Well, that's like you got to sweep your front porch before you come over here worried about
You
mine.
ain't my dusty, right?
You I ain't lying. Look, you talking about this speck over here in my eye. You got a big old block of plank in yours.
And let's
Amen.
check it. Yep.
I'm gonna need you to get that log. Oh, by the way, you up in here knocking stuff over, can't see straight. You got a skewed view of what you think you see in me.
Facts.
Amen. Because they don't see themselves straight.
Cause you can't see yourself. So how you see me and you can't even see yourself?
Amen.
We are reflections of one another because I can't recognize in you what I don't recognize within myself. You come speaking
Facts.
Spanish to me or speaking French to me, and I never learned the language. I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. I don't recognize. It's certain
Amen.
behaviors people will come and try to bring into your cipher, and if you are not familiar, you're gonna miss it altogether. I had a situation, an incident I had to call a sister on, and I didn't recognize the behavior, and it was they try to make it seem like this when they had that whole little agenda against me, and so my point is that if I don't recognize it, I'm not gonna give it any energy, and then it's gonna take me a couple. I'm a little. I have delayed processing on things that I don't know anything about because this is new to me. So now
Yeah.
I'm now, and if it had an impact on my spirit rather than my frontal mind, I didn't get it right away, but my spirit wouldn't let it go because there was something there spiritually for me to learn, something for me to earn and gain spiritually in knowledge and information. So I questioned the situation and I began to do my own research and find answers to why I'm so stuck on that. Um,
What they
so
say is sheet up, real recognize real. You looking unfamiliar.
you ain't lying. You looking real unfamiliar to me.
For real.
Right. It be foreign, right? Like you come over here talking a whole foreign language to me. I don't know.
Right.
You ain't put me up on that before. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
You ain't
opposed
key
to it, but I
me in.
gotta get hip to it. Yeah, it gotta resonate with
Right.
me.
Right. It
To-
didn't resonate. But and so if it's good and it's for me, then I'll
It's
be
it's
drawn
going
to it.
yeah,
If
yeah.
it's not, then I'm going to be repelled from that energy following up or that individual who sent that energy. So she said, "Did I
I'm
know
supposed to connect
we
my
were
ass.
supposed to connect?
Sorry.
My last name means Messiah. Oh,
My D.
my D
Madi.
means Messiah. Isn't that something?
Madi. See, everything is coming. The energy is full circle.
Yes, and that's so beautiful when that happens.
And we can't ignore it.
You can't.
That'll be to our detriment of self again.
Facts.
And
If
what
we
did the
fail to
enemy say?
recognize, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What did the enemy say in their writing? The government, they say we got to stop the black messiah from rising. That's their number one enemy. The youth, us, guys coming to, you know what I mean? To what we doing, it goes all the way down to what they doing, and they already doing it. If you check out TikTok and Instagram and stuff, these young, you feel me? Some of these young era, they own it.
Right.
They own it. But when it really starts in mass, it's over for
The thing is with the younger generation now, and why things are so crazy and hectic. This is a topic that has been in the cipher for some time and was just brought back to light. I believe it was Brother Lazarus, Bridging the Gap. Somebody came with Bridging the Gap, and I was like, I was just talking about Bridging the Gap, and the importance with the older generation and the younger generation. Now, speaking of the younger generation, they are more tech savvy. They are more in the air. You know what I'm saying? The older generations are physical, on ground. They don't want to touch that tech stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to,
that's not our
go
job, really.
outside.
We're
Huh?
bridging it a little, but they gonna keep it going. We're passing the baton.
Well,
We
once the
in the
bridge is well,
hands-on reading.
once the bridge is created, it's forever a passageway.
Right.
It just has to be built on sturdy materials
And on
Right.
sturdy ground.
and on sturdy ground.
Not no
And that's what
saying.
we are. We're the
Right,
grounding mechanism for their future.
right. Trying to build stuff at the beach where there's erosion.
Wow,
Every
that's
house
funny.
rising
Well, I
on
look up
time.
at the truck next to me and it says Generational Transport LLC.
Generational transport. Are you serious?
Look, it says Generational Transport LLC right
Rites
next to
of
me.
passage. That's right, sis.
You see it? GT, Generational Transport LLC. You see, hold on.
See, now that's a sign. That's a sign that we moving in the right direction. We on the right path, and we going at the right speed and pace that we need to be.
I just glanced over there as he was talking. I said, what? She just said that.
Now, isn't that something how your mind took you from here to there to see that at the same time? It's been sitting there all this time.
And I ain't never looked up right there.
But see,
So
that's just like the day 1, day 2, day 3 of moving. Day 1, we were moving. I saw a shooting star. Day 2, a bird flew into my windshield and didn't break or crack anything. It was just a loud thump. So I had to look that up because I was like, how did that happen?
A bird?
And a bird flew into my windshield.
Wow.
Energy does speak. And so what I found out, when a bird flies into your windshield, it could mean a variation of different things. One being the end of hard times. I'm just leaving
Wow.
a situation where we've elevated from where we were to where we are now at the end of hard times. And with everything, it's like so many things are happening in the background and so many things that I cannot see, but I feel it. And I know that I can't stop working towards good things right now because I know something good is up ahead and I want it. So that was the second day. Day 3, I walked outside and there's fireworks going off. Celebration time.
Grand finale.
Grand finale, day 3. Now, good things happen in threes, the trinity of 3, everything in threes. You can break everything down into to 3. The
Can I
family,
can I add
everything.
that you reminded me I had a dream long time ago, and I rarely remember my dreams. So when I do have them, it's like a premonition almost. But I was driving. I was in Los Angeles. This is the dream. I was in Los Angeles driving up Rossmore and headed towards Hollywood, where we used to go club. And my window was down, and an owl came flew as I was driving and set right on my door. And I'm looking like, You feel me? Like, ow. What does that mean? I don't know, but that brought me back when you said a bird flew in your window.
Yeah, I was working this week and a bird did his droppings on the bags, you know, the lawn bags I was working with. A bird
Hmm.
did his droppings on the bag. I felt
That's
it
good
like it
luck.
was good. He did it on the bag, not me.
Right. Good luck too if it hits you.
But the birds are playing with us, huh?
I heard that's good luck if it hits you while people think it's nasty. That's good luck.
I heard that too, brother, but I be trying to duck
That me too. Don't mess up my threads.
it.
But you can't dodge what's coming to you. I knew
No,
Lazarus was gonna come with it. I knew Lazarus. Man, tell me what that owl in my window meant, brother.
Right.
so 4 ideas, you can't see it. This
Yeah.
is the birth chart of our child tonight. If
Okay.
anybody can screenshot that, if you can see it clearly.
Hold on. Still, I got it.
And so you can see the planets lined up. Now I have to go through a whole book in order to see the houses and stuff.
Yeah, I
But
understand.
somebody else,
And whatnot.
yeah, somebody else might know what it is and how to read it, and so we can get a reading on that.
It
So
seems like it's concentrated on the shape of a
Or triangle.
triangle.
those are
Upper
the
right corner.
sections of the houses. And so
That
the
look like 12
planets are
o'clock, 3
grouped,
o'clock, 1 o'clock.
and the planets are grouped around the top houses. Uh-oh. And the top houses up there have a lot to do with community-based. Here we go. Travel and philosophy, public image, career legacy, humanity, and technology.
That's what we're doing now.
That's everything we have just spoken of,
And
put into words.
all the planets are within the houses of 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, and 11. And they're lined up inside there. So our sun is in there, which is a good sign. Our moon is in there. We got, let me see the 1030. Our triad. Oh, and it's all green within our triad, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
This is a
Earth.
good cloud.
That's Earth. That's Taurus energy. Earth.
All
Mother Earth.
that green, that angling of that green, there's a little bit of red, but all that angling is good.
Dreams can be very dependent on the context and your personal feelings about owls. Gotcha.
I see owls and turtles as the perfect combination. And it,
See
it
through the
took
dark.
me to go through some tough times to understand what that even means. And so, a turtle, this is my philosophy. A turtle has its hard shell where it's safe on the inside. It knows everything that's going on the inside, the spiritual aspect of self. And its outer shell is hard as a shell. You know, it's hard as a shell. It's hard and it's a shield to protect them from everything that's soft on the inside.
Hmm.
Now, an owl can turn its head 360 degrees, but the only 1 degree it cannot turn is down and into self.
Ooh,
Ooh.
So the owl can watch everything around it, but it
but
needs
itself.
the turtle to go inside. So the owl protects the turtle, and the turtle teaches the owl what's on the inside. So how do they not match perfectly when they need each other? You would never put them together because they're two different types of species. But
Amen.
but how they operate and the significance of them, one's strength, one's weakness is one's
They
strength.
balance. Yeah. That
It's
turtle goes
total
sticks his
balance.
head in and can see inside, but that owl can see through the dark.
Yes. So the turtle doesn't even have to peek his head out to see when it's being
It
guided
listens to
through
the owl.
darkness. And so I had this dream, and this dream I had was so strange. I was having to learn how to subdue my light. So I'm walking through this tunnel, and it's pure darkness, and there's this evil beings, and they're just lurking, waiting for anything to jump on that has light. As soon as their light shows, they attack it. And so I had to learn how to subdue my light so I could make it through to the big light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm.
And once my light started to peek through, when they would crack their heads to see, I would close off my light. So this was my journey of coming into myself and hiding my gifts, hiding my talents, because I was not at the right time to show my gifts and my talents. And if I had showed them at the wrong time, they would have been destroyed and taken and damaged by those who were already operating in the dark, waiting for a light like mine. So when we say we made it to the other side, the light is the other side. And so now we're operating in the light. And so
Mm-hmm.
now the owl has done its job. Going back to the owl and turtle, the owl has done its job. Now the turtle can come out of its shell.
Mm.
Because it's in the proper time. It's in the proper light that it can shine now without being abused, damaged, or hurt, disregarded.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am. So, brother Lazarus just put two comments up here where he says shell equals turtle and male equals owl.
Yes.
M-E-L, mel. I like playing with words, and if you take that SHELLEM, it's kind of close to shalom, which means peace.
Shalom. Right. Put them
I
together.
never looked at
From
that
the
like
turtle
that.
and the
Yeah.
owl.
Yeah.
I like playing with words.
Total peace.
I see.
And you gotta be at total peace to come into this light.
Amen.
You cannot exist in this light if you're not at peace.
So when I do the tarot card, I don't like to read all the stuff that it says.
Right.
Because each card to us, we're all individual. But I like to operate with key words.
Facts. I told you we read the same way.
Because it leaves open interpretation. So
yes.
the fact that we dealt the cards upright, I'll deal with that part. But the total meaning of what it's supposed to mean becomes irrelevant as long as I have a few keywords to operate with. He put Elo, owl, Elo, Elohim.
Elohim, yes.
So it's still rocking. So the Six of Swords, which was the first card, in this deck, it means moving on, departure, leaving behind, distance, and accepting lessons. This was our first card for the night.
Now, isn't that interesting? Didn't I just say that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
For real.
Now I don't want to read because you have esoteric cards. So I don't want to read Princess Swords unless I can pull it up on here.
Oh, okay. So the the Princess of Swords. Okay. So I look at the cards. Okay. Now y'all familiar with Medusa?
Yeah. She had the
Okay.
locks.
Yes. Okay, so in this picture, there's the princess, and then there's the symbol of there's snakes all around in this picture, and there's like the head of a fowl coming out, and she's holding a sword, pointing the dagger downward, and she's also has her hand on this rope with a tassel on it, like the scales of balance on a podium that's shaped like the scales of balance almost, but it has the snake around it, and it's
Medicine.
also giving me the symbol, the medical symbol
Yeah.
with the okay. So I see healer, I see warrior, and one who is a, like the daughter of the matriarch, pretty much being Medusa, being the mother of this woman in this picture. And Medusa's face is like she's up in the clouds, like she's a spirit or energy in which everything is connected. So there's an energy, and I always see myself when I read these cards, when I pull them, because I feel like it's a message for me. But it's not only for me, but I can only read for myself.
Mhm.
So I see it as a sign to me that I am the healer, I am the warrior, and I'm protected divinely, and I'm elevated out of my root into my crown because the snakes have reached the top. There's no snakes on the ground. So the Kundalini has risen and elevating in high space. That's what I see when I read this card.
Yes, ma'am. And notice this is us as a group. That's the unity of us that is being spoken to right now. Brother
Yes.
Tamil, son Rael, welcome. Islam, peace and love, brother.
Greetings.
So this is about us coming together, y'all. The third card was the Five of Wands, and it was reversed.
Yes.
When the Five of Wands appears reversed, it signifies the end of conflict, harmony, cooperation, and finding resolution. The reverse card suggests that you have overcome internal conflicts or external disagreements and have reached a point of peace and understanding.
Didn't we just in the song I just played?
Amen. Amen.
I love
Amen.
it.
These are the type of things we have to hold this. We have to realize that even though we pick the cards, everybody at this table is giving off this energy and helping
This
to bring this
energy
about.
is in the room. Yes.
Yeah, it's all of us. And take your part in it and love your part in it because
Please.
you're
I
helping
hope
to
y'all
do this.
see yourselves like
I,
I
I,
see
I'm
myself
I'm
in this reading. Because
I'm
it ain't just
feeling. You know
about
how
me.
I had the conversation with the both of y'all. I'm glad I did come instead of doing something else. Because
I'm so
look at
happy
this
you
energy
showed
is
up.
unmatched.
Yes.
What the hell else would I been doing? Missing this? Damn.
But facts. You supposed to be here. Boots on ground. We got boots on ground. And we
We got
stepping
boots
down.
on the ground. Mine's
I
sitting in
keep
the
them
court
on.
right now, but we got them on the ground.
I keep them
We
on.
got boots on
Running my
ground.
land. Roaming to and fro. They like we scared. I'm roaming to and fro. Bringing love. They better duck. Ain't a rock they can hide under.
So
Look,
the next
it's
card was
game
the
time.
Chariot upside down. and it means the key words: forceful, no direction, no control, powerless, aggression, obstacles, and all of this. Yeah, this is just like everybody. Check yourself right now. Check yourself in these manners of these things that are coming up right now. Don't allow these things to weigh you down. Don't allow them to take you off your path, because the first three cards are putting us on a path.
That's what I just said.
Facts.
So we have to keep the positive in it. Without negative, there can't be positive.
Damn, Trail West Express and it's a fucking chariot with two horses passing. Trail West, and I know that's gonna come up the chariot. And it came twice.
Stop playing.
It's right in front of me. Damn, I can't put a light on that Joker. Trails West Express.
Your word is valid. What you see is supposed to be, and what you saying is confirmation.
Now it's happening right on time, like boom, boom, they go 1, 2, and they go to semi-crest moon facing up. Like, come on. People be like, man, y'all talking crazy. You had to be paying attention from a long time for this to make sense. But it's never too late. You just got to get in where you fit in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm talking crazy because I'm not talking no Matrix programming.
You are not talking crazy. Oh, you talking sense.
No, I'm talking to the energies out watching. Like, what? Yeah, I'm talking to them.
Okay, yes, sir. He's talking to the energies that are watching us. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. You gotta talk to him. I know.
The 7 of Cups, and we got that in reverse. When the 7 of Cups appear in its reverse position, it signifies a newfound clarity and a departure from living in a fantasy world. This card suggests that we are now able to see reality more clearly and make decisions with greater decisiveness.
Man, we need to do this every time. We need to do this.
Collectively,
yes.
We are now able to see reality more clearly and make decisions with greater decisiveness.
One mind consciousness.
Yeah, we say that again.
One mind consciousness.
Lean not to thy own understanding.
Especially when you have people to bounce ideas off with now.
Yeah.
People to work with in different manners. We're here.
Thanks. Man, I love this right here.
That's crazy. Usually I'll be perplexed, but I'm calm now.
Good.
That's rare.
Yeah, I know.
The 10 of Pentacles may indicate, because it was reversed, may indicate that your family stability and or economic dependence are facing difficulties or setbacks. Reverse can suggest family disloyalty and dishonor. So again,
hold on, take that back from the top again, please.
Yeah, because that one was deep.
The 10 of reverse, the 10 of Pentacles may indicate that your family stability and or economic independence are facing difficulties or setbacks.
Man, that's crazy.
What I heard is that the families that have let us go, the ones that was the ones that was living large, feeling like they was in charge, calling us crazy, turning their back on us when we needed them the most, the ones that hurt us to the depths that had us lost, not knowing where to go, but we have found ourselves right here tonight where we supposed to be to get this message.
Yes, ma'am.
To know that we are no longer alone, and those that stood against us are now at their fall. When if they are at their fall, that means we are on the rise.
Yes, ma'am. And what followed the Ten of Pentacles is the Princess of Pentacles.
I got the Princess of Pentacles. Oh yeah.
Good, yes, because I don't have it. Go ahead.
Oh, you don't.
Nope. You have the esoteric deck. I got the regular deck.
Okay, no, you reading from your deck. You doing good.
I don't have
what
that.
number card
you
is
don't
that?
have this one. Okay, let me get it.
Wait, what number card is that?
Which one?
There's no number.
The Princess. Cause we said 9 cards, right? That's like the 5th card.
What? No, that's
the 7th.
Oh, the 7th. Okay, I got you. That's mama number. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah. Princess.
That makes sense. The female come out on mama number.
Okay, Princess of Pentacles, Princess of the Echoing Hills, empathy, part of the earth. So it's the empathy part of this earth. Okay. A strong and beautiful figure stands behind a circular pinnacle of the earth. She carries in her arms a scepter topped with a large circular disc. Superimposed behind her is a ram's head. Grass and vegetation grow wildly in front of her. Rules over the 4th quadrant of the heavens around the North Pole of the ecliptic. Meanings: kind, generous, diligent, pitiful, deep concentration, benevolent, cautious, courageous, and persevering. Persevering, excuse me. Yeah, that's what that card means. What I see and what I get from that is that
Mama lead me to green pastures.
it also goes, now I know Lazarus might not agree with this, and that's okay, but I want to help you to see what I see. And this would be, I believe we was on the line with a brother, Daryl Cosmon, and he spoke about us being in the age of Aries.
War. Aries is the god of war.
God of war. Well, Aries is equivalent to the ram and fire. And Aquarius and Aries together makes sense to me because it takes wind or air to give a fire life. For a fire to breathe, it needs to be in air. If you smother a fire, it dies. And right now, we don't need to just be blowing whimsically, or whatever that word is, in the air. We need to be burning shit up. And that fire is coming from within, because see, I'm burning up on the inside. That's like fire shut up in my bones. You know what I'm saying? So I feel sometimes like the fire is shut up in my bones. Like the fire is inside of me. That's why the story, I believe, in my opinion, the story of the 3 guys that was in the fire from the Bible story.
Appendigo. Something in Appendigo.
Right, them. They couldn't burn up in the fire because they were already on fire on the inside. So if you are already on fire on the inside, the fire on the outside can't touch the fire within. It's weak to that fire. So there's growth in this card. And there's kindness and gentleness and courage in this card. So that's what I see.
And that's redemption from the 10 of Pentacles and all the, because they were both pentacles, and the disillusionment from our family not being around us and leaving us on our own, and us coming out here with our hard heads to make a path and walk down that golden road.
Pioneer.
So it balanced itself out.
Right. We laid the path.
Yes, ma'am.
We're not the only ones. We're just a part of those.
Definitely not the only one.
We're finishing what has already been started. See, just because that part of that part of the trail or path ended when that person passed away and was no longer able to lay bricks or lay anything down. But they gave us, but the thing is I don't believe that energy disappears.
No.
It has to exist somewhere. So that energy is, I believe I am a vessel. And within this vessel, I'm safe and I'm protected. And so I am secured party to what the universe holds for me. So the universe is comfortable with allowing me as a vessel to carry a message through energy that is recycled. I'm always coming with the same energy. You don't know what you're going to get when you get me, especially in a situation like this, because now we getting deep. This is me. This is what I'm into. I could go on this because I don't have to be practiced for this. I don't even ask to come out and speak like this. I don't, because I don't want people to see me all the time. But yeah, fire of the spirit. And that's exactly what causes this reaction through this type of information, because you can't make this up.
Sure enough.
That it comes as it is, and you got to be able to receive the message that is there for you, because you can miss it altogether overthinking what you think you know.
Yes, ma'am.
So you got to be empty in order to be filled.
Get out your head.
Burnt out. It took 2 weeks to burn me out. That's how hard I go. So now I'm been burnt out and I'm empty. I need to come in and get some filling up. So now we got what? Fortitude?
Yes, ma'am. And I don't have that, so go ahead and read it.
Okay. Fortitude, daughter of the flaming sword. Now, I ain't make that up. And then It says, Teth is the serpent. Here we go back to the serpent, or the kundalini, the snakes, right? And shout out to Sister Thea Lamel for loving on the snake energy and bringing that energy to the people, because people are so fearful of snakes, but she brings a new vision of what that energy is. Because if you look at her and her personality, she's so calm. She's so peaceful. She's one of the sweetest people I know. And so I've never even met her in person. I've never hugged her, which I cannot wait to do. But this is Bro Star Lazarus Lamel's wife. And I love Thea. So, and I love Thea for him. So anyway, I guess y'all needed to hear that. Okay, the sign of Leo appears at the upper right above a rose of 5 petals, signifying the 5th sign of the zodiac. The female figure of fortitude represents the mastery of the lower by the higher. Now that was just on the last card, right? What that was? The Princess of Swords. I said the higher and the lower self. Her feet are planted firmly on earth, and she controls the lion in a manner similar to the soul holding passions in check. Leo is a fire sign, and fortitude is shown holding in her right hand a cup spewing flame. Here is the joy of strength exercised, showing complete ease, self possession. That means you got yourself. You have become all energies that exist in the universe that could flow through you. The card also depicts a lion on the shield of fortitude. Its meaning is persevering, strength, and energy. Meanings: strength, fortitude, courage, power, control. What are we looking for, and who are we asking permission?
Mm.
We don't need nobody's permission to be who we are, to do what we do. We don't need nobody to agree with what has been put inside of you to use for the greatness and the goodness of the whole. Collectively,
Amen.
those willing to get their knees skint up, who willing to be uncomfortable in situations you don't even understand. Now, when y'all get to know me and know my whole story, you'll understand how I'm able to speak the way that I'm speaking. I done been through something. I done been through a lot of some things. And those that know me personally know what those things are. And it's not to get into at the time. But just understand, in this card holds strength, fortitude. Fortitude means you got the willpower to keep moving even through adversity. So if you carry the strength and the fortitude, who's gonna stop you? And that's how I be looking at people like, you don't even know who I am, do you? You sit up there talking to me crazy. And you
Because
just
they don't
really
know
don't even know.
themselves.
Huh?
Because they don't know themselves.
That's what I'm saying. You can't know.
That
You
remind
don't
me of the
even
saying
look.
that I always laugh at when I hear it. We have to have the testicular fortitude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Lord,
balls to do
Lord.
something.
Yeah,
Now they say in order to that gives it a masculine quality.
I know. Yeah, but it's the flip of what you're saying.
Right. But I'm saying, no. I'm not saying that that's your intentions on saying that. I understand why you shared that. Just to be clear. I'm just saying generally how that term or that phrase has been used, and it's given a masculine energy, as if femininity isn't strong.
Oh,
and
well,
and
yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm a living example of what that feminine energy having to move in masculinity and still remain feminine, and
Fact.
still be seen and viewed as a woman and have pride in being a woman. I don't need no excuse for being no woman. I'm proud to be what I am. And I try to teach my daughters, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you feel, no matter what you choose, no matter who you love, you don't never got to be nobody that you not. You be happy with who you are, because you are enough and you are worthy. And if anybody comes into your life and they don't see you as worthy as you are and don't give you the love that you deserve, walk away. Because
Time to tell them bye-bye.
if you don't know nobody else that don't love you, just know your mama love you, and I'm gonna always be here for you. I'm not saying I'm gonna be, everything to you. I get that. I know that. But I'm your first. And I'm gonna teach
Can
you
I add?
not
Can I
how to.
add? What helped give me the testicular fortitude is the remembrance of the love that I got from the feminine, my mama, my granny, and the. You feel me? I
That
can't
makes
let that
sense.
go in vain.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
that's what
beautiful.
give me the testicular fortitude from a masculine to say something that I got from a feminine in a chaotic situation. Oh, you weak. What test me then?
Right.
You feel me? I know
Right.
I'm passing the message of a feminine in this masculine environment. However, it's toxic because it's not balanced. So now y'all want to get super bad on me? I'm finna do them. I'm finna do them, mama. Please help
But
me,
that's
'cause I'm
that's
finna do them.
beautiful. That's beautiful, and I'm glad you said that and put that spin on it, because there's nothing more beautiful than a man who's in touch with his feminine qualities or his feminine energy. Because if a man is secure in himself, in his manhood, then he has no problem showing affection. He has
Right.
no problem, you know what I'm saying, being caring. And my brothers used to call my dad tender.
Yeah, for real.
It was just, but there's nothing wrong with that. But we it's a family joke, and I don't know if I should have shared that or not. But I mean, why not? It's look, this is real life,
It
and
fits
so
somebody.
right, you know what I'm saying. But there's nothing wrong with that. My dad is an emotional man, and everybody in the family knows it. And
I used
I'm
to
just
be a
as
crybaby,
emotional. They be
mama's
like,
boy,
"Oh,
crybaby.
here go Tony." You know what I'm saying, with the crying. And then it's just like me. Hear my daughter be like, "Mama, are you crying?" I'd be like, "Yeah, because I felt that." You know what I'm saying? I am very emotional. I may not show that because I got to be so hard all the time.
But to me, and I used to like when I get real overwhelmed, especially when I was younger, when I was losing focus and I was catching on fire, it'd be them tears that put me out. And I don't care who looking because they genuine. Them tears put me out, and that's you rather release than blow up.
Let me
Amen.
ask you something. You had a mother that allowed you to cry and held you and told you it was okay.
Yeah, most of the times, but at times she told me to be tough too.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what I
of course,
love.
there's times where mama got to tell you to be tough. She ain't got time to be holding on to you because it's time for
Mhm.
you to grow up. That's just like when you push the bird out the
The
nest to
Amen.
mess.
learn how to
Yeah,
fly. You might fall and hurt yourself. I'm gonna come check on you,
right.
but I'm gonna
But
need
get
you to
hurt
go and
first.
get that.
Be
Get
really
the
hurt
win.
before I tend to you. You can't
Right.
fake hurt.
No, you can't be faking either. So
Mm.
that's when, and me as a mother, I've tested my children. You know what I'm saying, to see when it's real and when it's not, because that's how I learn them. I know when one of them done did something. I know it.
Crocodile tears.
You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't even got. I can know it without even seeing them. I saw the circumstance, or I heard the circumstance, and I could know what their what their
Trigger.
part was in it. You know what I'm saying? I know them like that, and what I'm saying is, your mama is gonna do those things. So, okay, for instance, I know we getting off topic, but it all goes together. My daughter was
Right.
acting up. We was in the mall. She walked off from us, and I kept on following behind her. But this one last time we caught up to her, she didn't see we was right next to her. I called her phone, but no, she called my phone, but my phone was on do not disturb. Now I hated that. I was crying deep down inside now because she got scared, and I saw her get scared. But I'm right there. My oldest daughter's like, "Mama, stop! You shouldn't be doing that." Like, she had her little judgment tone on, and I'm like, you know what? You're not gonna understand what I'm doing until you have to do it yourself.
Yeah,
You know
see
what I'm
how she's
saying?
gonna react in the situation.
Cause you gonna stop walking away from me.
Yeah,
You gonna
gotta let her feel
stop
it.
taking me for granted. Because one day you might just slip out of my sight and I didn't know it. Mariah, this is my youngest I'm talking about. Now, she got lost when she was like 3 years old in Walmart. We was in the grocery area. They found her over in the fans by the auto section. Now, everybody that been to Walmart know
Yeah,
the
way in the
distance
corner.
I'm talking
Way in
about.
the corner.
Wow.
And she was nonverbal.
Wow.
I used to work
I'm
at
in the
Walmart. What
store
is that?
hollering and
Cold,
screaming for my child.
cold blue. That's cold. Lost child, I think.
So my point is, I've experienced losing her in a store, and now that she's getting old, Mariah, if y'all don't know this, my youngest is on the spectrum of autism. She was just diagnosed this year. I've homeschooled her for 6 years without knowing anything about any type of diagnosis. I just knew I had to teach her differently. And I had to take extra time and care and patience and understanding with her. That child has taught me how to humble myself. Because my oldest, she was quick as a whip. She's still quick as a whip. I don't have to do all that with her. She was teaching me stuff. She still is. But my youngest needed me to slow down for her.
That's balance. That's balance.
They are one and two parts of me. It's one side of me. I can see myself in my oldest, and I can see myself in my youngest. I can see myself in my oldest where I had to be strong, but I have sheltered my daughter. So she didn't have to feel what I have felt. And I'm learning how to get off of that, open the doors to that shelter and open the windows and make her a little bit uncomfortable. Because what she don't understand is I'm her mother, but I'm not going to be here all the time. And it took cancer for me to understand this, to really, really see this. Because they went through this with me. That's why I call them the greatest warriors I know. I don't know no warrior stronger than them. Because don't nobody know what they done been through with me. And they didn't have nobody to turn to. And nobody to understand what they couldn't understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So anyway, the last card is Ace of Pentacles. You got that one? You want to read it?
Yes, ma'am. It was an upright card, and just along with the theme of everything else, new opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, and manifestation. Those are the key words to take from that card.
I should.
When we rifle back through everything, the cards that may seem like they were negative, this is where you find the positive. Because just like a snake, we have to shed the old skin in order to get the new skin.
Right.
Just like fire burns, it renews. If you want to clear the land for it to grow something, you burn the land with fire.
Right.
So now we have new opportunities, resources, and abundance, security and stability. And that's what this group is coming together for. That's what all of this Empire and Nubia, We the People, Third World Order, Amexum Trust, Matriarch LLC. This is why they were built in the first place, for this type of coming with the people, not to the people or for the people, but with the people is the reason why this was done.
Yes.
And
that was powerful.
The last card is the Chariot from you. So since I already read the Chariot here, you take the Chariot.
Okay, I took that as a double dose of what that card came with.
Okay, because they were both upside down in reverse.
Both upside down. So I will still read over here just to see the difference in the readings.
Okay.
If you want me to.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Please do. Everything is important.
You have the esoteric part.
The card reversed means unsuccessful defeat. Unsuccessful period defeat. At the last minute to lose something that was within your grasp. So it's like it's right there. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? And so it is. The card displays the Lord of the Triumph of Light, Cheth, offense. At the top of the card appears the sign of Cancer, and between the Sphinx at the bottom appears the sign of the crab. The chariotee's garments are made of chain mail, and steel. giving protection similar to the crab shell. 4 pillars reach up into the sky of Banah, and then the 10 stars represent the stars of Asaya, the material world. The wheels of the chariot represent the energy of Jebera. At the center of the card is the Holy Grail. The card depicts the chariot of Hermes, drawn by 2 sphinxes, Jachin, signifying love, and Boaz, signifying power. Thus, the sphinxes represent power and love held under control. Samuel guides Jachin, and Anael guides Boaz. The chariot is not in motion because this card represents equilibrium. The figure of a crowned Hermes, erect in his chariot, controls with magical sword and wand the powers of good and evil, thus maintaining a state of absolute equilibrium. So I see. Mm-hmm.
So we're being cautious with our power that we are building, because nobody here is powerless anymore. So we're being cautious within our individual selves and as a group on how we move.
Facts.
It's perfect balance in rotation.
Yeah, we're all separated in certain areas. Be cautious with our steps.
That's the second time I got that message today. Be cautious of your step. Don't be too cocky. Damn.
I love it.
Yes, this has been awesome.
I love it.
That was powerful.
Now,
Okay.
you got a song for everybody to relax to?
Yes, maybe not relax, but to vibe.
Let's vibe.
Let's get it.
We liberating.
We got boots on
Yes,
the
sir.
ground, and we stomping down.
BOG hustle stomp.
Boots on the ground.
Akshita Veda coming through.
We got boots on the ground.
Reaching out to you to let you know.
Boots on the ground.
Fort Matriarch got boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I got 10 toes down, both feet on the ground. Walking tall like a giant, stomping loud, standing proud. I got boots on the ground. It's the BOG hustle stomp in the rise of the matriarch. The BOG hustle stomp in the rise of the matriarch. It's time to rise and grind. Shine with the sun in the daylight. Glow with the moon in the night light. Show light from within. Bring your own light from the fire within. It's the divine hour to stand in our own power. The time is now. We are the towers. The watchtowers on the praise field. In harmony, making walls falls like Jericho's walls. United we all stand, divided we all fall. Jackpot Powerball, it's like a home run and a touchdown. This life game ain't no sport, y'all, but it's a prime time season now. So like ESPN say, get in the game on the right side, forever changed. Over here, your name is not the same. When you come through the fire, your new name is created to take you higher. It's a purpose-driven life on a journey to find your higher meaning in life. Gaining knowledge of your mission having true ambition. Now everything feels right, following your heart. No longer lost in a world, subduing your light. No fear in shining light, so bright. It's our birthright. 10 toes down, both feet on the ground. Walking tall like a giant, stomping loud, standing proud. I got boots on the ground. It's the B.O.G. hustle stomp and the rise of the matriarch. B.O.G. hustle stomp and the rise of the matriarch. We got boots on the ground and we're stomping down. And we're stomping down. We got boots on the ground and we're stomping down.
Facts.
Amen.
Yeah.
So can I recognize somebody?
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna say boots on the ground with this brother, Dame Dash.
Facts. Another tour.
Yeah, he has a radio station now called Blue Rock Radio, where he is playing independent artists and music. And he lives in a boss life culture. He doesn't even want to work with you if you don't think you're a boss. He's not your boss. He's just providing resources for you to do what you got to do. He also says something about I speak master, not slave. That's why most people don't understand me.
Shout out Dame Dash.
So if we would all sign up for America New Network, NU Network, America New Network, it's a resource for us as a group and individual to look at and then bring him something of ourselves with the music, books, movies, play, whatever we come up with as a group, to bring back to him to let him see he's already in the game, to make sure it gets out there and other, it's distributed properly and other people see it. He is a resource for us.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that on the table with us so everybody can see and hear it.
I'm with it.
Right.
I'm in however you want to move on that. I'm interested in learning more and getting more involved, because I understand that you can't expect anyone of stature who have worked for their stature. No, anybody gave them nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? Because they earned it and they worked hard for it, they have a different type of respect for it. And so dealing with people like that, you got to earn their respect as just like they got to earn your respect. You know what I'm saying? And they'll recognize whether you are a respectable person or not. You know what I'm saying? Or individual who knows self before they go pouring into you, because you could be some knucklehead that's just trying to, you know what I'm saying, play with my time and my money, and I don't work hard for it, and I could be doing something more beneficial with this. So you got to support and expect that same support back. And so I think a lot of us have got lost in that we're supporting, and we're not getting any support back. Everybody turn it back on you. And so I think it's beautiful for the short amount of time that we have been doing this, that the views are going up. It seems like a small number, but that's not a small number, because that is more what's the word I'm looking for? Attention to what we're doing. We're getting the attention that we are looking for, and the energy to build. Is not about quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality.
Amen.
Right. And so
skip
it's
steps.
quality over quantity. So it doesn't matter the number. It's the quality of individuals who have taking the time to come here and vibe with us tonight, just to get to know what we got going on and who we are as individuals and as a unit, and to not exclude yourself from that, but to also include yourself in what is happening here. You know, you're just as valuable and important to this mission, and we can't move any further without the strength in numbers.
Amen.
And so we got to come together and support one another. If I'm supporting you, support me. But I ain't begging you for anything. I ain't asked nobody for not one dime, not one red penny.
You are young. Your lives are before you.
Everything has been worth my time and energy to earn and gain. I tell my daughters this all the time. I said, look at how far we've come into where we are now off the strengths of our backs.
Yes,
Literally,
ma'am.
off the strengths of our backs. And so that's something to be proud of. That's not something to hold your head down on. That's not something to deny that is true. No, it is true, and it is very real. We did that.
Yes, ma'am. So
And we're
now
doing this.
I think what I'm about to play for you, I think is very interesting. It's about the Rothschild family. And we know every group has their views. Our views have been buried. But this is one of the main views in the world.
Your lives are before you. You got
Huh.
to fight. Fight for yourselves. Fight for our people. Mama, I have to cheat the tax collector before my own children. To work and strive for money. Money is power. Money is the only weapon that you have to defend yourself with. Oh, money. You are my brother. I want you each to start a banking business in a different country. One to go and open a house in Paris, one in Vienna, one in London. Choose the most important centers. In your day, there will be many wars involved. A nation that have money to transport will come to the Rothschilds because it will be safe.
Papa, you mustn't talk anymore. The doctor's...
I'm giving advice to our sons, Mama, that the doctor cannot give. Remember, unity is strength. All your lives you must stand by one another. No one brother must be allowed to fail while another brother succeeds. Your 5 banking houses may cover Europe, but you will be one firm, one family. The Rothschilds, who work.
So
You gotta send me the link on that.
Listen, it's on YouTube for free right now. It's a 1934 movie called The House of the Rothschild. And it's worth watching. And my grandson calls these gray movies. He don't call them black and white. He said, why you watch gray movies?
Wait, say the name again?
The House of the Rothschild, 1934.
All right.
And there are a lot of movies out here from back then that say these type of things right out of these people's mouths.
Yeah, before they started blocking it.
Right.
And if we want to know a secret, you sit down, you enjoy yourself sometime. Go back and start watching those old black and white movies.
Okay, I got a suggestion.
That's similar to, like they say, go find the oldest dictionary and relook up these words before they start diluting it. The oldest dictionary, black law, yeah, because they was giving it out freely before they start coming with the construct, and they had to get the truth out the way.
Yes, sir.
I have a suggestion then, and I think this would be very interesting. Not like homework, but homework. We pick a movie to watch it, and we could talk about it and add that into the conversation. That doesn't have to be this next week, but you know what I'm saying? Like movie reviews and get
Yeah.
into
Segment.
it and how it
And
relates to us today. You know what I'm saying?
can I
Okay.
can I
I like
can I
watching
put one? Can I
movies.
put the first one on the floor? One of my favorites.
Yes.
Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah.
It's
Look, we
two
can talk
scenes.
about that now.
It's two scenes. One when Sugar came home and the detective was in his house and he looking around and he said, "I thought you sell nothing but candy." He's like, "I do. I'm Sugar Ray Candy." He said, "Look at all this nice stuff you got around. You got tailor-made suits and all that. I'm a cop and I live in a."
Oh,
He was like, "Well, them," he said, "Well, them off the racks fit you pretty nice." But he went back and told his boss, "How this nigga living better than me?" And we extorting him. Man, I got chills. And then the second one when he told what's his name in the movie?
not quick.
Quick. Yeah, he told Quick. That was another one. What's your name? Quick? You mean like quick to get your ass whooped? No, quick to whoop ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he told Quick. Quick was like, "Man, they got guns. We got guns. You feel me? It's not about," Quick said, "It's not about how many people you shoot. It's about who you shoot."
Damn
Amen.
right.
And then he told Quick, what's cool is
Staying alive.
dying at an old age with your
Thank you.
grandchildren around your feet.
And that was me. That was me getting my energy humble. Don't go out and crash out. Survive. Longevity. That's the real win.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
Well,
sir.
I can go on that one for days.
I ain't lying. Y'all done look. I
Honey,
don't even
Honey
have nothing to
Dripper
say.
and Idlewild is connected to that. Honey Dipper, and
I seen that
Idlewild. They're
too.
all through the same movie. And Life. Life was
Danny
like a
Glover and Honey
continuation of
Dipper.
Harlem Night.
Who playing Honey Dipper? Is it Danny Glover?
Danny Glover.
Life was like a continuation of Harlem Nights.
Right.
That's a new
Be the
theory for
people,
me.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Sister Fatima, good light.
Yeah, I can see that because they went from New York down south. And
Right.
then I see how Idlewild turns into that. Oh, good.
And Honey Dipper is a flip off of that. And yeah, Honey Dipper and Idlewild is a flip off of that, going into the new generation. They continued and came up out of the jail. Yeah.
Okay, so that can we do it in that progression?
It's already connected. My head already connected the dots. They already been telling us stuff.
I got to catch up because I seen them, but then it's been so long, and then y'all just done blew my mind. So I know I got to go back so I can come back and say, yeah, and the part went on.
Yeah.
Those parts stuck with us.
Right.
Because as he was saying that, I was ready to spit the word with him. I know all the police, what he said to Sugar, the police in our neighborhoods have said to us, y'all got nice cars, you're driving around here and I gotta work every day.
Right.
So when I heard that in the movie, that scene stuck with me because the police said it to me. That's why I knew not to wear gold on the street. That's why I went and put on a pair of khakis and a dress shirt, because they were talking about us in our clothes, how we look like millionaires, and they got to work. They was mad at us.
Right.
Or they acted like it for the way we were living.
And that's before they dumbed down the music. They figured out how we keep dropping bombs on their culture, but they stay strong. Back in them days, them brothers wore suits tucked in, even though they was raggedy and might be a little worn and torn, they still was wearing suits. So they figured out we gotta attack the music. The music kept them strong. Fight the power and all. You know what I mean? I'm black and I'm proud. We still can't get them because it's when they got it's the music. They attack the music, and then you see the decline. But now it's on the upswing again.
Along with crack.
We dealing with two different types of people here. You got the people who was in the slave mentality and the people who were in the free man's mentality. We always coming from the slave mentality rather than to see it from the free man's mentality. Everybody wasn't a slave. And so, because everybody wasn't a slave, I understand how the music came into it, because everybody was enjoying music and dance was in. So, if you understand frequency and you understand how the frequency affects the mind and the thinking, and if you understand, like, okay, so I learned that the best type of music to learn anything to, I believe, is
Symphony.
528 hertz.
Yeah,
Megahertz.
symphony.
528, right? That's the frequency that the message is going to flow with. See, that's where the poets, MCs go off the 528 hertz sound and beat, because there's a message to be given. It ain't, the beat is gonna make you hear the words.
Kanye said it as well. When they figure that out, that's when they start dropping the 808. That's low vibration, sex and war. Sex and war. And real quick, going back, this energy to me came back one more time. Remember that scene in Harlem Nights when they were going back and forth having the club? They wanted, how's Sugar smaller than me, but he pumping out doing good numbers every week, and it's giving me competition.
Yeah.
So the big wig and the mobster, he went and had all them arrested. And then Sugar went down to the police station. This is what this energy is doing. Sugar went down to the police station and looked at them people like, yeah, I want to free all these people. I want to bail out all these people on this list. He tallied it up and he looked up with that mindset. Boy, y'all ain't got no money. Don't worry about it. When I tell him the figure, he gonna go around like a little broke nigga, basically. He told her, I want to say 7,000, but I think he said $9,000. And with a little smirk on his face. Sugar looked like that. Put a 10 stack on it and give me the change in the receipt. Then he transported everybody out to a limo, some roses and a chocolate, and Red Fox is like, Sugar, you a cold motherfucker. You a cold motherfucker. You gotta free your people. Somebody gotta go do it. Free your people. They got them, engaged in that bullshit.
Yes, sir.
The thing is people, we got to get that right group of people, and it's all got to be in trust.
And here we are. We are the trust.
We are the trust.
It is us.
It is us. That's why I love us. I love this. This is very beautiful.
Hey, one thing I gotta put to the collective. Remember, in our conversation, Akshita, and you said I really meant it from the deep down, but I'm putting it into the collective, like you saying, to add clarity, to give me understanding and overstanding. Remember, I told you, and this is how this fires my war spirit. How they gonna come take something, blood, but we trying to get it back by paper? Remember when I said that? And you were. So I'm throwing that on the table. Y'all help me understand, because I don't really feel that.
Because that's how we lost it. We lost it by paper. We lost it by that ID in your pocket, the birth certificate, the social security card.
Thinking about paper, and we just tried the war, and that we're never gonna get it. It's the paper that's gonna get it back when you're in the right mind.
Well, that now, brother, that's true. But in order to appreciate it, it got to be on paper. The whole world recognizes the words on the paper. Listen, our ancestors put it on paper first. They stole.
They hijacked it.
They hijacked it.
I was so ready to squab for, like Ryan say, brain banging.
Because we were arguing over religions. You didn't have a religion. We were arguing over petty things that we argue over now in the media, in every place. The type of clothes you wear and you don't wear. We were fighting with each other about all the petty stuff that we fight about today. And they stepped in, and then they made peace between you and I. And because they made you and I have peace, We followed them. And when our women saw that they were making peace between me and you, our women just, why listen to our men when they're the ones making the peace for us? We might as well just listen to them. And it was a whole game to steal the children away. And that's why by the time we get to 1865, the collective bargaining agreement, they opened up the schools to give their wives jobs teaching our children, no, you're black and African American. And we lost our nations right then and there.
That was deep. And that is
And
so
let your
true.
enemy
And that
change it
was
to
a wonderful breakdown and synopsis of a long journey of how we got here.
Amen.
How we got right here where we are, and how we see ourselves where we are, not where we used to be. See, that's the problem. Since we still on here talking, that's the problem. People so busy worried about where we used to be instead of paying attention to where we are right now. It's so much going on right in front of us right now. Like, if you thought you was behind gates, you will realize the gate was open. If you thought you was behind locked windows, you would see the windows have been raised. You ain't even got to go out the window no more. You can just enjoy the view from the window. Because it was a time they had paper up there. You couldn't see anything. Paper. They had paper up there. So you couldn't see anything. The paper signifying the signing over of our cultures, of our names. And then not only that, it signifies the agreement. So paper was up there, but we couldn't read. We didn't know what the papers were saying. We believed what they said the papers were saying. That's why I say don't forget to read the fine print. But it was in plain and simple
Can I add?
writings.
Because this is how my brain understands something. Because I'm good with animals and the training of wild animals. Because I relate to the energy. How do you get to train a wild animal such as a bull or an elephant?
With
First
love.
off, you have to strip it. I'm talking about in a negative way, like they did in the circus. I study how did they seemingly tame wild animals like that. You strip it from its mother while it's young. For the bull is two type of bull. First off, the real bull is the buffalo, and then but really you could say the bull or the elephant. When they were young, in the bull, they would pierce it by the nose with a ring at a soft part, and then to that ring pierced in the nose. From a young age, they chain it to a tree or a gate. So when it tries to buck and pull, you pulling on your own nose finna split that meat. So it learns never to pull back. So when it goes big, how do you get this and just walk it around like that? Because they link that chain. So whenever it feel resistance this way, it's gonna go with it. So you can start training it. Same thing with the bull when it's grown. The elephant, they put it around its foot or something and chain it to something when it's young. So it learns to never resist that pulling, but you're gonna sacrifice that limb. So when it's grown now, you're able to guide it, to train it to do tricks and get away from its natural nature of being. When you split it away from its mother.
And that's the same thing. That's how, and they had all these different things in place with animals and things before they even had any type of humane treatment of humans. You get what I'm saying? I studied social work, and we learned in social work the development of social work and the history, which all goes into the history of the making and creation of the United States. It's all a part of the beginning of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
All these services and organizations are only entities and agencies
Mm-hmm.
of this corporation, the United States of America. That means that America is the base of a station. And where they're stationed ain't even considered a legal piece of land.
District of Columbia,
Yep.
Yes.
13 miles, square block or whatever.
Yep.
And the Pony Express. And they tricked us with that paperwork that make the mail be an extension so they can
tricked
survey
us
our
in
land with
yeah.
Lois and Clark and all that.
They tricked us into thinking we was in individual states when we are the states.
Amen.
We are the states. We're in countries on a continent. Every other continent that we know has separations and divisions of countries, borders between countries, not states. We are the state of union.
And now we have to act like it.
And now we have to act like it. Not act like it, behave like it.
Very good. Behave like it. Thank you.
Be like it. Do.
Be it.
Yes. And do.
Yes,
Be,
ma'am.
know, and do. First, you got to know you it. Then you got to be it. Then you got to do it. It's the point of having hands if you ain't going to do nothing. Point of having feet if you ain't feet.
And to add to that, nothing in the universe can stay still, even if you try.
That's
if you
right.
got life in you, you have to move.
I'm trying to tell you.
So might as well move in the right direction.
My daughter said, Mom, I thought you was going to get some rest. I'm like, now you know that's the biggest lie I ever said. I left them at home and went and did some more work. I know they think I'm crazy.
And we have to stop giving away our power. We were never slaves. We were prisoners of war.
Unjust prisoners of war. Prisoners of unjust war.
Islamism.
POUWs. Thank you to Mandela Khan Davis. He taught me that we were prisoners of unjust war because the lands were conquered by colonizers who took their power and enslaved the people of the land, and then begin their process of deprogramming and reprogramming. So why do we think this is a foreign concept or foreign idea to deprogram and reprogram? We was deprogrammed and reprogrammed to what we see now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so uncomfortable is the fact that you've been programmed to think it is uncomfortable. It's not right. Just like calling locks dreads. I don't dread a thing.
That's right. I got locks.
I got locks, and I'm locked in strength. I thought I used to call them when I had my locks locked and loaded. My head is locked, and I'm loaded with knowledge. I'm locked and loaded. Even if I ain't got no locks right now, they coming back because I can't do nothing else with it. I don't do hair like that. So my locks is coming back. I'm making a decision.
Yes, ma'am.
That gives me that was the true. I've always wanted to do that, but I never had the confidence. I never had the confidence to lock my hair because what people would think. I remember as a child growing up, I used to wonder why I had to get perms. What was wrong with the root of my hair? I love the natural texture of my hair. And because I had so much of processing done with my hair growing up, it ruined the texture of my hair. So then my hair became dependent on that product. So actually, I got a picture right here. As a matter of fact, this is when I cut all my hair off before I went. When I went to Iraq. I don't know if you could see that.
Yes, you can.
I cut all my hair off before I went to Iraq, and I let it grow for a year. And when I got back, my hair was down to my shoulders. I went the next day and got it cut off again. Because that was energy I didn't want to hold on to. See, I didn't want to touch my hair. I wanted it to remain in its natural
state.
Natural state, right. And so it was also a rebellion. I was in the military now. I had my hair in a big old afro. Every time I had a pick with a black fist on it like this. Every time I took my helmet or my headgear off, my hair, I would pick my hair right where I was. I didn't care where I was. I made a statement like a mug. Do you hear me? My first sergeant, you can get in touch with him still to this day. And he called me the same thing. Sister Sergeant.
Oh, sister.
Sister Sergeant. That's what he called
me.
My
bad.
Right. So I've always been this person, and anybody that know me saw this in me even before I was I grew up in the Army. I came in at 19 and got out at 31. So
career.
I grew up there.
Career.
Yeah, basically. But aside from that, locks, not dreads.
Definitely.
Yeah. I could go on and we could go on, and it's getting late. I know I need to rest, and I hate to cut this short like this, but this is the first time I was like, okay, no more.
And I finally got this laptop up so I can hang in there now. It's better than the phone.
Right. So, I ain't lying. You not complaining, but you haven't made mention of time that no time. And that's I'm sitting here looking at the time going like, oh, yeah, still going.
I got it plugged up. And that's what happened. The power ran out.
Okay.
And I didn't know. I can't see it. I couldn't see it, but now I can see it now. But I couldn't see the power to know to plug up.
Okay. Well, now you know what to look for. But yeah, this has been very interesting. Daniel, I love you. I appreciate you.
Likewise.
Yes, thank you, brother.
He keep it lit all the time. He gonna bring fire every single time. He gonna be on point, and he gonna be on some real knowledge and information, coming with valid questions, gaining understanding and wisdom through his curious mind of how to make things better, and trying to understand why people don't understand or get him. You are understood here. We get you here.
Amen.
Come here. You know what I'm saying? Come to this room right here all the time, because it's like if this is where you find peace and stillness, this is where you're supposed to be, to use that energy that you have inside of you. Stop wasting your good energy on dead volts. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing to give you but to take away from you. So,
energy leakage.
Yeah.
And so you tell them from now on, they want just join me Thursday night.
Come here.
Bring them here. And like I told you, we'll jump them.
They'll get some boots on their head.
Yeah, that's right, brother. We'll jump them. And they're going to get it with love.
That right?
With love. That part.
Yes, brother Samil. And anybody, we want to hear from everybody. So if you let us know we're on Thursdays, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. Let us know you want to come in. We'll work it out and send you a link, and you can get on. This is for all voices from everywhere.
What time do you have there? Because I think our times is off.
I got 12:44.
12:44. I got 9:44.
I got 10:44.
Hey, we almost hit that 45 when she asked again, didn't you?
It's 7 Mountain Time, 6 Pacific Time, 8 Central Time, and 9 your time.
No, 10 Eastern.
So we 3 hours difference.
Yes.
See, now this is the tricky part about being in Arizona. The time don't change. We was just 2 hours. Did the time change?
No. We've been 3 hours this whole time. We've been 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours.
That's
I'm
weird.
I'm in Utah though.
And so, what time you got in Utah?
10:45 now.
Okay, so he's 2 hours.
Yeah, no, he's 1 hour
Ahead of you.
ahead
But he's
of me.
2 hours behind me.
Right.
And you're 3 hours on a Pacific time behind the East.
But I'm on. No, I'm not. Okay, so basically, I switch between Pacific and Mountain Time,
Okay.
and so that's why it's a little tricky, because time be changing, but then we don't. Our time don't change.
Okay, so yeah, maybe when we do a fallback or something or leap forward, whatever, it'll switch to 2 hours or something. We'll find out.
It does. It switched from 2 hours and then it switched to 3. So just gaining that pattern and understanding, because right now my brain ain't trying to grasp
Yes, ma'am.
the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we are not in time right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it don't matter what time, it's the right time.
Right. We are so out of time right now, and that is a beautiful place to be, because that means we are where we are supposed to be.
Amen.
Time ain't mattered not one time until we brought time into it.
Amen.
So I think it's very beautiful. I know this is beautiful. I am just elated. I'm taken right now with the energy that has presented itself through all of us. You know what I'm saying? What we have been able to bring out of one another is so very beautiful. And I'm glad this is being recorded, so, I can really go back and, well, we can all go back and watch from beginning to end and how this conversation has progressed, because it seems like when we're in the midst of conversation or communication that we lose our way. But then when you go back and you listen, you see the trail that was being, that was created. It was a trail created. It wasn't one that was already laid. We was designing and getting things to a precision to be able to guide the future generation into this movement as we continue to move forward. So I think it's a beautiful thing, and that's why we are a new wave of thinking, because this is a new wave, a new frequency of how to navigate through this journey of life as we are learning to really come into ourselves at this day and age. Not time, but this day and this age.
Yes, ma'am.
And some of us may identify with the age of Aquarius, and some of us may identify with the age of Aries. But I believe they're both significant at this period and at this time, because we are all on fire. And if we're not on fire, it's the wind trying to blow the fire out, but it's really giving the fire life.
Yes, ma'am.
And with the two of them, we work perfect together. So, and this is the age of information. And with information, it's about knowing, knowledge, applying it, and knowing what wisdom is, coming and becoming wisdom herself. See, that's why it's important for the men to come into their femininity. Not saying you got to be a feminine woman, but a masculine man who's in touch with his feminine side or his feminine energy.
When a man's in touch with his feminine energy, he learns to use his silence to get things done, more so than talking or browbeating something. His silence will get things done. And so that feminine energy isn't anything to run from. It's something to build ourselves upon. We become have more empathy for our women and our children and what they're going through and their struggles of daily life. And then we're better able to respond with the affection that they need from a man in order to for all of us to attain what it is we're trying to attain.
It's that divine validation.
I have a suggestion for the baby's name.
Go.
Love era. How long is the era? That's what it's gonna be. Love. Gonna be a long time before they undo an era of love. Love
That's
era.
pretty dope.
I will
That's
do
actually
the
pretty dope. How you said that it's gonna take a long time for them to what?
Undo an era.
Undo an error, like ERROR, error, like a mistake.
No, era. ERA.
Oh, error. Okay. Yeah, I
love
like that.
era.
Love
Error. You
era.
writing that
And that's
down?
just a spin on my mom's name is Lavera. But I named my business Love Era.
Oh
So
man,
I
you
have
wanna
to
know?
usher in an era of love.
That's so beautiful. I started writing a song about you and your mother. I want you to know that. And I didn't think that I had enough information or enough time spent communicating and getting to know you and your love for your mother and her love for you. I didn't spend enough time getting that information yet, but I can show it to you when I get all my books and stuff together. I started a page in my book of a poem for you and your mother based on the love that you shared with me. You know, we speak from
Right.
often, and whenever you need to hear from me or you need to speak to me, I'm always available to hear you and to give you the conversation and whatever the spirit brings into the communication for you to get what you need. And
Thank you
so,
kindly.
huh?
I said thank you kindly.
Oh, and you're welcome. It's a pleasure. I'm always here. So I started writing a song. I remember when you said your mother's name, Lavera. I remember you telling me, and you was kind of getting into this part of the where you're coming from right now. But we had to get off the phone. The conversation was cut short that day. I don't know on whose account, but no matter.
Mhm.
It is what it is. We started it, and now here we go again with it. And I just talked to you today, telling you about the music, right?
Right.
That's our project. That's our
Right.
project.
Yeah. That's unlimited. That's unlimited
Yeah, I mean, but I mean,
resources to pull from to help other people.
of
Because
course, it's
that hurt
unlimited.
helped me help other people
Right.
instead of
So yeah,
tearing down, build up.
Yes, sir.
but yep, that's our project. As far as music is what I'm referring to
Right.
at the moment. Yeah.
Now, I was just referring to though. It reminded me, like he said, this energy. We birthed it. It's a baby. We have to take care of it. But what baby don't want a name or need a name? So I just threw it out as a suggestion because it's always been to me. I knew I had to. How do I do that as a little boy? Usher in a love era. Who you think you are? The enemy, the negative in me. I don't know, but I'm finna do it. I
Yes,
joked up,
sir.
but I gotta
And that's
do
a
the
dope
joke.
name. Love era. That's a dope name and the meaning of it. An
Yeah.
era is 2,600 years, something like that. So this is the love era. Yeah, I like that.
That's dope. Because that's exactly where we are. All of this is about love. And just like the green from earlier in the card, green is associated with the heart chakra. So
Right.
the heart chakra is all about love. And I wanted to say it then, but I said no, keep it, don't. And now here's the time to bring that into because I'm bringing in something earlier to now with the cards. None of the conversation has been connected immediately. These were like puzzle pieces all over this video, and we were
Mm-hmm.
picking up the pieces like, "Ooh, I got a piece that fit right here. Oh no,
Yeah.
no, look, oh look, take this piece and put it right there." You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's been a group effort to put this puzzle together. You know what I'm saying? I
Collectively.
love puzzles like that,
Right.
mental puzzles. I
Oh
love
yeah.
mental puzzles.
And that's the music for me. The music
Yes.
is a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. When they talking about something, because I be trying to figure out who they talking about, when like put the story together and understand why that song is what that song is. Because if you are artist, you understand a certain aspect of artistry and poetry, whether it's written or not, or I mean whether
Mm-hmm.
it's verbal or non-verbal, because you can get so much out of an instrumental, somebody playing a saxophone or whatever type of even a drum, with all this energy. I
Indeed.
can feel it coming in the air tonight. That drum on
Oh
that one.
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that everybody love that part.
Yep.
That part has so much of everything, because I can feel something great coming, and then it's doo 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 doo, and it's like it wakes up the whole room. It
And then
wakes
that
up the
snare
whole
hit.
sound. You know what I'm saying? How can you listen to
Yeah.
that and don't get into it? I love Phil Collins.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. That's my
Yeah.
jam. I got that on my playlist.
You just took me back. You just gave me memories.
Yes.
That's my jam.
So my point is that you know we find love in so many different things. Coming back to love, we find love in so many different things, and the greatest love is the love that you don't necessarily see.
Amen.
I got one more thing before we
You
get
got
out
to
of here.
feel it.
I got one more thing before we get out of here that we should also put on the floor, like as a segment or something, like we said about the movies and the music and everything else. But this is me personally, and since we're a collective, I feel comfortable enough to put my truth on the floor.
As you should.
Coming from where I'm coming from, I want my energy to stop going this way and that way when I see pale faces because they
You
all
can't
not
give
bad.
them that power. You
Huh?
can't give them power. I mean, and even
I'm
so,
just
they
no,
must be.
I'm just being truthful. But
I mean,
for the most part, I don't unless somebody bugs me. But when I go like reading history or like that old film with the Rothschild, they all wasn't like that, and they were
you
set up
can't
too
blame.
to
You can't
huh?
blame all pale. You can't blame
No,
all pale skinned people or
that's what I'm saying.
Caucasian
Hold
people
on, Sheeta
for
Queen.
that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I work on, and I know it's not right, but still, it's a part of me that needs working on. So as I'm coming to the collective, I try to like, I don't know if he was in a restaurant when me talking to the white lady and all that and stuff like that. Like they come to me, but when I look at them, I don't automatically get on defense. I take them how they come. You feel me? But
Well,
when I
let
go to history,
anybody. I don't care what you
when
look
I go
like.
to
Go
history,
come wrong. Come
I'm
right.
just well, really, what I shouldn't have started up. Really, what I was trying to say, we all always work in progress. So that's how I look at myself. So I'll be real with
Okay.
myself. What part of me needs more work? And if I work on that, that'll let resources and stuff come through because they all don't mean bad. You know what I mean? That don't mean
That's
I can't
right.
get on a track with a white boy because he's vibing
He
like Phil
might be one of
Collins.
the greatest workers you done worked with.
But that's what I'm telling you, Queen. I need to work on myself to allow these energies and get off of my old prejudice because they didn't really do nothing to me. I over and understand that. Unless you do
Yeah.
something to me personally, I can't judge you like the rest of your people what was in history because they were set up too to my
Let
new
me ask
knowledge.
you.
However,
What?
gotta deprogram some of my defenses and quit putting them as enemigo when I see them and come across their energy because I'm hurting
Look here.
myself.
Look here. When I'm driving in my car
Mhm.
and I'm on the interstate I had this came to me the other day. It come to me all the time, but it's new again. I'm driving, and I said, as long as I stay focused on my lane, my peripheral vision is heightened. I don't have to turn my head left or right to see what's going on. And I have tunnel vision in my lane. That means I'm not swerving to the left and I ain't swerving to the right. But all these cars be swerving on top of me and I got to get the hell away from them. Or let them get on past me. You want to go fast? Go ahead. I'm going to get out your way. You want to go slow? I'm going to let you go slow until I get to a point where I can navigate around you and not get up in front of you and act ignorant, but respectfully keep on about my business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, metaphorically speaking, take that, apply it to your mindset, and keep it moving with boots on ground.
And basically, that what I'm saying. I had to exercise that, so I was just bringing to the collective and honest. Like we all look at our light and want to put on the shelf. However, we still have darkness to work on to balance the whole energy. We
Well,
can't
of
get
course,
rid of it. You feel me? We all have something to work on. So I was just using that as an example
yes.
personally because I know it's going to be
No,
different for you and
that's
you.
very no, that's very significant because the and this let me shout out Shabaka Sankor. And you know what I'm saying? We have a real conversation, and he is another brother that I love very dearly and who has been there and protected me and my daughters in situations where we needed a man to be, you know, as a protector, that was a mutual respectful, you know, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? He like a father to me. Honestly, he called me and check on me, see how I'm doing and whatnot. But Shabaka, he has this show, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, and he has a lot of topics, controversial topics, and communication when it comes to the Black Panther era and where we are now and that mindset. And then when I hear the conversations that take place, it's a lot to do with just like coming from the same angle from which you just came from, Daniel, talking about, you know, white people, quote unquote, or Caucasian people. But the deal is when you hear those types of stories go on, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm used to that. Is everybody's talking like that or whatever. But then when you hear the background information about why, just like you just said, but when he's talking about it, I've heard him explain, you know, how he's seen certain things that were edged into his memory, and I would have to believe that if I saw those things, I would be angry too. So you got people out here dealing with PTSD that are not being handled with the right type of empathy, concern, consideration, and compassion and understanding. PTSD is real. And,
I had a
and, and,
riot
every,
gauge shotgun put to my
and
head
just
with a
because you,
round chamber. You will never
it ain't
forget
just
the
for
sound
people.
of a round being chambered of a 12 gauge shotgun to your head. I can't hate all of them just because he did that to me. But I wanted to. It said chills. I mean, my ass could have cracked a walnut. I ain't never been scared of a man like that or nothing. But I can't be mad at all of them. I can't take my vengeance out. I got it to off one just because I couldn't find him. But I have to digress and get out of that energy because it's handicapping me. I'll never find him again.
You said that. Now apply that to every situation in how you react to certain situations. Apply that you found to be an answer to one, as a solution to one incident. But if it's not good enough for one, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Mm.
So we be so full of information, and we only apply it one time, and we think that one time we applied it was enough, but it's not. That's just like when you go and lift weights. You lift weights one day, and then you think your muscles gonna be big and strong. You don't do it no more. You gotta keep on doing it. It's exercise. You know what I'm saying? It's a workout. It's gonna cause you to do something. So we gotta keep on doing so we can get better. I tell my daughters all the time, the more you do something, the better you get. It's not about being perfect. It's about becoming better at what it is that you're doing. And
Yeah.
don't be afraid to do something new, because you always, start at point zero or ground zero. I remember one day I was on some skates and I went outside and I fell in front of my daughter in my skates. And I got back up and I skated. Even though I wanted to go in the house, I was so through.
But you had to show them that. Yeah, that was symbolic to them. Even when you fall, get up and do it again.
At this time, I was even on my treatments of chemotherapy.
Mm.
So I had no business outside doing this, but my daughter wanted to go outside and go skating. Now, I got a long story about that, and I won't go into it.
Right.
But understand, it has taken me a long time to just be willing to get up and do when it's something as simple as wanting to go to the playground or go outside. How can I deny them of that? Who am I to deny them of that? And the only reason why a mother would deny a child of something like that is because she got something else on her brain and it ain't her children.
Or being selfish.
Amen.
That's the point. It is selfishness. It's whatever they got going on. It ain't got nothing to do with the children. So I had to learn how to be a mother. Being a mother. And that's a powerful thing to do. It's scary. And I don't always know if I'm doing the right thing. But I trust that what I needed, they need. I trust that what I learned growing up, they'll soon learn. What I had to learn the hard way, I can give them a key. That's what mother is to me. And that's when I see another woman being a mother like that or has it in her heart to do that. Because we have some mothers out here who have been in situations where they don't have their children. And it's not because they don't love their children. It's because of a corrupt system that allows children to be removed from their home unnecessarily.
Amen.
While they go into a system that abuses them and changes their mind and ideology of who they are. Now, are we not witnessing the same thing going on right now today in CPS?
Amen.
About the deprogramming and taking the children out of the home. If you can create a case, then you got what you need to get the children.
Amen.
And it don't even got to be true. It just need to be an allegation and they gone. It just be an allegation. You don't even know who sent it, where, the validity, and they gone.
And look, they said your neighbor can call and make a complaint and not even give their name.
And here they come with their pad at your door.
And here they come to take your children with no evidence and no proof.
We need to disband that. That need to get broke down.
And then, and when you got a father in the home, now he in jail and he ain't going to work tomorrow. At least that's in my home. That's how it's going to turn out. Because you're not just going to take my child and think I'm not going to put my hands on you.
Right.
That's the most traumatic thing to a child, for them to come in your household, interrupt. It never works out to the benefit. It always leaves a traumatic something. Protect and serve. What are you protecting and serving? Now it's trauma forever. PTSD that every kid in the ghetto done went through it in their own way.
I was a
And so now
child that
here
was
go a
snatched.
whole other subject.
I was taken out of the home. I remember the authorities come. I was 7 years old.
Wow.
The authorities showed up. They didn't even give my mama no kind of warning or nothing, and took me.
Trauma.
And this
So
is
I
why
know I've been on that side of the fence.
it takes the paper to change all that, where they
I see
cannot
that.
take our children
I see
because
that.
of
We
the way
gotta do
we're
what we
signed
gotta
up.
do. And that's why I haven't had children yet, because I can't bring a child a carbon copy of me or my queen to this, and we ain't cleaned this up yet.
No,
We're
you
gonna be
got to just
42
be
on the
cautious.
18th.
Look, we ain't gonna change the world overnight, but it's our children that's gonna change the world. It's them. They're the ones we have to give it to. We're not gonna be the ones. We are the leaders of this free world we're going to. We are the pioneers. We are the forefronters. Because when it actually happens and come into place, it's going to possibly be our grandchildren's grandchildren. But the mindset has to change in the family. And that starts in the womb.
And
Amen.
like brother said, I always looked at myself. If I'm put in that situation, I ain't no good, because I don't have enough knowledge to combat that. I don't have a solution for that. All I know how to do is crash out, and that's gonna further the trauma to the child. Let me not have them until I really know what's going on. Fast forward, I said that when I'm about 18, 19. I'm 40, finna be 42 now, playing with the game. Because I don't want no child to go through what I done seen and went through. Do I love them? I bring them here to this nonsense. I still can't get my mind wrapped around that, so I get active. Sometimes I feel like it's to no effect, but now it feels like it's some momentum. So you got to leave them something, some work for them to do as well.
I trust that my daughters were purposed to be here. They chose me, and I'm honored.
Right.
They chose me. And so I have a mission with them. And I intend to accomplish that mission because I know they're great. I know the greatness that they hold
Off
within
top,
them
yeah. They're
because they
pure.
hold in my energy.
They're pure.
And everything that I'm doing is for them. And I'm sharing it with those who want to hear it. But this is
Amen.
for my daughters when they come of age and they begin to ask themselves these questions as they go through these trials in life, and they can see and hear the message within. And because they know me, they're going to know what I'm talking about. Because I done already taught them. I done already put it inside of them. They're going to recognize what type of fruit they're bearing because of the seeds that I planted.
Right.
And they're going to know how to choose people to be around because we don't have everybody around us. You are some men that they're going to look for that same energy and quality as a trustworthy opinion or advisor, lover, friend. It's gonna be men like y'all that put time in to be here having this type of communication and moving forward, because it should be young men listening to you and emulating you. People talk about W.E.B. Du Bois. They emulated him. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All these different, I can name so many. But I see y'all amongst those men who have the ability to be an example of what right looks like as a man and how to understand the respect that we should have for the matriarch, even the women, because the women don't respect the matriarch.
Mm.
They don't even halfway know what it is because I didn't. A man came to me and taught me what the matriarch is and who I am within it, and encouraged a positive relationship between mother and daughter, with my own mother and me as a mother to my children.
Mm.
I wish Mandela Khan could speak today from
What you
where I
say?
was.
Salute, Conrad.
He is
Salute.
speaking. He's speaking through
Salute.
you.
Okay. Well, he would tell the story of where I came from and to see me today.
You don't want to
That would
introduce me to you.
everything. Huh?
Mandela kind of want to introduce me to your energy.
Right.
He can't got me out of a pack. You, come here.
He was reminding men and women,
Right.
and he was that example. And I would shut
Powerful.
anybody down or anything down you speak against that man.
And you hear the electricity in his voice. I can still hear it. The lightning cracking in his voice.
I would tear any house down and I would get on anybody you ever speak against that man. He actually came to visit me
Mm.
twice to
Salute, Conrad.
validate, to validate, induct, and do. I mean, not and to initiate and to appoint. We did a live broadcast. We did 2 live broadcasts. And I could go back and watch those broadcasts, and I'm so nervous. And I didn't even want to do them.
Send me the link.
I got them somewhere.
All right. Let's
Uh,
see
and
Brother Rockin'
I was
again.
so nervous, and it was my first time. I was so busy. I was talking, on there by myself. But when it came to the bloodless revolution of class action 567
That's it.
of the matriarch, I was unfamiliar. I was still learning. And then now that I'm thinking about it, I can see it right now, what he was doing. He was planting a seed so I can go back. I'm getting emotional.
That's how he helped me, because I was talking about spilling blood. He like, brother, bloodless revolution. What that mean? And I was mad when I heard it. And this energy not right for the situation. Bloodless revolution. They already done put a gun to my head. My people, they ain't letting up. Bloodless. And he helped me
Because
see that.
it's not gonna take that type of war to get back what is ours. It's only gonna take for us to stop following the trends and the flashing lights and be the light. Because
That
those
ain't
lights
easy.
are artificial. We are the true source of light.
Stop signing up for all the offers.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah, offers. Exactly. All of them. Even when you think it's a bill, it's really an offer. It's a request for donation.
From your own money that you can't touch. Yet.
Right. And so I'm still working on me in that department, because I want what I want, and I want to be comfortable and stable when I'm able. But I understand in this world that we live in, it does cost to live.
And so that's why we operate in trust.
Yes. And so that is the significance of it. So here we are at another pivotal point of elevation through growth and development, learning to overcome what we have been accustomed to a new way of doing things, a new wave of thinking.
A new wave of thinking.
Facts.
And I never met the brother, but I thank Mandela Khan for what he done. I thank Brother Lazarus. I thank Shabaka. And I thank Brother Daniel. Because obviously he's been a source of strength with you also.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, men who did their job. That's what I like to see.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, ma'am.
Mandela Khan told me I was gonna be surrounded by a bunch of good men, sons of. He didn't say men. He said sons. You gonna have. He said, "Don't worry, you gonna have." I said, "I never birthed a boy. I lost 3 children, 3 babies. I lost before they were born."
And you do have sons around you now, because we all recognize our mothers. We are sons.
Right.
We are my sons, not Masons, my sons.
Facts. So I think it's
Mama used
beautiful.
to
That's why
sing
I
that
say
song to me.
I'm a mother
You
of
are my
many.
sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know how much I love you. So please don't take
Make
my
my sunshine
sunshine
away.
away.
Yes,
Boy,
sir.
that stopped me from killing a lot of people because I done took their sunshine away.
That my mama sang happy birthday. She'll put her own little rendition on the happy birthday song. She called all her children and all her grandchildren's every year on their birthday. We already know what's coming. That's the first call of the day. She
Is that
gonna
right?
call and sing her special rendition just for you. Happy
Custom.
birthday.
That right.
Nice.
That's my mom. That's what she do.
I love her too.
Yeah. Shout out, mama.
Shout out to
All,
all the moms.
all
All
of
the
them.
mothers. Yes. Shout out to all the mothers. And Mother's Day is coming up too.
Mother's Day is every Monday.
Every Monday, yes, but the world is gonna celebrate their mothers on that one special given day.
They're showing you how much they love their mother.
Yeah,
Only
these
got time for her once a year.
right. So yeah, okay. So my knees is starting to lock up on me. I've been going, like I said, I've been going all day. Okay, I done burnt up enough oil. I done emptied my cup a little bit so I can get full again. So and not only am I it's gonna fill because everything is being poured in. So I feel good and I'm grateful. It has been amazing tonight, and I truly appreciate the presence of all who have come into the room, and you
Ditto.
Elia and you Daniel, and Fatima Mahdi, of course, and Lazarus Lamel, sister Sasha Bay, who've been in the room, and brother is it Samil?
Samil, yes.
Yes, greetings to
Jesse
him for
Parrott,
coming in. And oh yeah, brother Che, Lady
Che.
Che, yeah. I see
And the
y'all in the
sister, there's the other
comments.
sister that came in fiery.
Oh, that was Fatima.
Yeah, she was fire.
Yeah, she always is. She got that fire. What the fire? Oh, that's where that soul fire. That's
She
where
was
I got
fire.
that from.
Soul Fire.
Soul fire. That's
Purge.
Fatima Mahdi. That's where I got it from. I will forever give her props for that. I won't ever use something and not say your name. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because if I'm saying it, that means that I feel like we made a pact. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been given permission to use that because we on the same level of understanding, and we done made a pact that it's okay if I use but say my name. You know what I'm saying? And not like
Like
you
my
better
brother.
say my name, but
My
I'm
brother.
supporting you as you support me type deal. You know what I'm saying? It's
Amen.
all love. So anytime I use anything, like when she come on, her whole thing is what the fa. And so she had us do a video some time ago, me and my daughters, and she got a little video that say it got a bunch of people saying what the fuck.
Mhm.
And she was, and so anyway, she got Fatima. If you
Yeah,
see this,
trendsetter.
With
you
the
gonna have
fire.
to, yeah, you gonna have to watch this or put that video put back in rotation again because it was pretty cool. She had people from all over the place, even in Africa, saying what the fuck.
I like it.
Yeah, it was nice. So that was back in like 2019, I think. It was like 2019. So we all looked different. I had locks then and everything. But anyway, thank you. I'm done. I'm gonna hush.
Thank you. Thank you,
I
Brother
pour,
D, for showing up.
you're welcome. I poured mine out. I'm ready to get full again. We're gonna see what this week brings. Nothing but prosperous and conquering, and watch all this stuff we talk about come to fruition.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna play us out of here.
Mm-hmm. Make it be fire.
I'm steady on this road, on this journey to
Maybe
brighter
it is.
days.
You already know.
Yeah, we ain't got no.
Illuminate my soul, light my way. Take me through the night into brighter days. Illuminate my soul, light my way into brighter days. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. I'm on a journey within. I set my goals to win. Ancestors light the way, guide me through the past unknown. Lead me to truth, don't fade away. Brighter days await. I've been on a search to find a place to call home. It was through the darkness I roamed, never leaving my children alone. That's why our bond's so strong. This is the journey that set us free. With each step, I became a better me. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. Illuminate my soul, light my way. Take me through the night into brighter days. Illuminate my soul, light my way into brighter days. In my study of the stars, I realized I am a star. Many came along trying to weigh me down, but I continue to rise up high, reaching new heights. As the stars shining with the brightest lights, I shed it, oh fears. I'm crying, no more tears. A brighter future is near. On to brighter days. I'm on to brighter days. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. To know thyself is the key to see wisdom in me. Like my way into brighter days.
Wisdom in me to know thyself is the key to see. Wisdom in me.
Oh, that's not gonna be fire. And it's about illumination through the dark. That could be fire.
Oh man, look, I be listening to myself like, damn, that's out.
Yeah. I like that chorus and that hook. Well, that's so cut through. That
It
cut
might
through.
be some remixes going on.
Yeah, that cut through.
Some remixes, yeah, we need to. I'm willing to collaborate.
And there it is.
I'm open to collaborations. I would love to work with other people. You know, I love like with the song with Fatima. I'm looking for something on the collaboration with Lazarus. Um,
Too.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't wait. I'm like, are we what we doing with it? Because I'm ready to hear something. So
Now
Right.
let's hit it. Let's hit it.
I'm learning. I'm learning to be patient with things. Um, and allow things to take its course. But I will say this: I will. You know who I want to collaborate with? I'm gonna put it in the ether. You know who I want to collaborate with? Kevin Gates. I love
All
him.
right.
Shout out to Kevin Gates right now. He's in Mobile, Alabama, performing tonight. That's
Man,
my
I just left
hometown.
there.
Huh?
I said I left there a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? Yep, he's in Mobile. His performance was in Mobile tonight. So,
Where at the Song House?
yeah. At the Civic Center.
Oh, oh yeah, he big.
Yeah, at the Civic Center.
Oh
I just
yeah, matter of
realized
fact, because I was
today.
supposed to. He canceled. I was supposed to go to that. I think around December. I forgot. And it was supposed to be around Christmas or December, but it canceled and it rescheduled to now. Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
I just realized today that him and Kevin Samuels are two different people. I had no idea. I
What?
thought
And
Kevin.
Samuels that passed away.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
was the same person.
No,
No.
Kevin Gates and Kevin Samuels. I thought they were the same person.
Kevin Gates
I'm
hard.
not starstruck, so I don't know all these people like that.
That's right.
Yeah, no. They are two totally different people.
And now I do see that.
Yep. But it was his music that got me through and really kind of like push the button on making my own music because I listened to his stories and how he was processing and I was seeing the journey that he was on. Like I started studying this man and I'm like I was listening to his quotes and stuff like that. I was listening to his quotes before I was into his music. I didn't even know nothing about his music. I was 2 phones. I was doing all that, but I didn't know who Kevin Gates was. You understand what I'm saying? And so
The one I like.
when I found out that
Where
when I
all?
linked the music to the mind, I was like, okay, it's something different about this guy. He's
Very.
different. Like he is
They try
not
to
the
take
same.
shots at him, but he don't care.
But yeah, no, but the thing is that even you could tell like everybody's gonna be hurt or feel something by things being said about them, you know what I'm saying, or to them, especially in the media where people have no control over what people think and what they see and how they try to change the narrative. But if you don't know how to speak for yourself, this is where his strong point is because he can speak for himself. And he ain't nobody's subject.
Mm-mm.
You know, he's nobody's project. He took his power and he started standing on his own 2 feet and making moves in his out of his own mind rather than being led by other people's thought process and minds and ideologies. And so you could see that progression in his journey, and that was exactly what I was going through and the type of encouragement that I needed to know that it was possible to rise out of that and still come back. And that you can't watch somebody and emulate that. That's already got to be in you. So you got to understand that was already in me, and he just showed me how to use the tools that I had inside of me.
Indeed.
And so because he showed me how to use the tools, I will forever have respect for him and love. I love Kevin Gates. You hear me?
Indeed.
Because can't nobody else be you. And then when everything's sounding the same, that's what the people want. Different, authentic.
Right.
Something they
And
can
he's
feel and
very
relate to. It's not going to be
right.
perfect, but you can feel them.
I relate to him, you know, as as a feminine side of, like, if we was to be one at one time and we split off into a male version and a female version and you put us together, we would be that thing, is how I feel.
Didn't you do a face thing with your face?
Yes, and I didn't do no kind of nothing. I just
Right,
matched them. And
right,
it looked,
right,
and I
right.
was looking like, I like, this
Dang.
is crazy, no, because I didn't really like think about it. I ain't plot that. It just
Right,
happened. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I had to post it so people could see it because I couldn't believe it. And it
right,
was right. I created that, and with my own hands, I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, I wasn't. I just took the picture to match how, and then I just added it, put it together, and it was. I'm like, that looked like the same face. So I said, if we was to be split or whatever and brought back, then we would be the perfect one, just based off of energies, not age, not how we look or anything like that, based off of energies and the journeys to gain that type of growth and development. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I love Kevin Gates.
Understood.
shout out to KG.
And I want to meet him.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You put it out there.
Yeah, I want to meet him. Sure do. So Kevin Gates,
But she just talked to him with that energy. I'm gonna stay out of that. I do what that was.
Hey, we
That's
just
aggressive.
stuck on that one. Let that
That's
energy
aggressive.
flow.
Yeah, he finna catch it. He probably somewhere meditating right now. His feather twitch.
he ain't got the fellas no more, but the spiritual ones, yeah,
Mhm.
for facts. So it's been lovely tonight, y'all.
It has.
If we don't end this at some point, it's never going to end. It's gonna be, this is the song that doesn't end.
Hey, you know what? But we need to plan for a marathon.
Facts.
Wow. Yeah, that's hard. Like
What
my
type of
grandfather taught me to
marathon?
say, never say goodbye. Always say, see you later.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right, because it goes on and on and on. Now I get it. I was a little behind, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I just caught up right now. So, yeah, we're planning for a marathon. Right.
We
So,
got
yeah,
the
I'm
energy.
done. I'm spent, y'all. I'm spent. Y'all done got y'all done got the best of me. Y'all done got some good stuff. And just like y'all done got some good stuff out of these two and everybody that has participated tonight. So this has been awesome.
Peace,
Peace and
y'all.
love.
Peace.
Islamism.
Much love and much respect to all.
DD out the
Salute.
nine.
Have a blissful evening, people.
I will. Thank y'all. See y'all later.
See you later.
Peace and love.
Till next time. And we out of here.
Peace.